the puck hit him. We saw a couple early. Right there, he's standing. He's aggressive, controls the rebound, which is important in the NHL, as most goals are scored in the rebound. He was out high right there. You see he's not back in his net. That's a sign that he's aggressive and believes in himself. Billy Lindsay right there stands up. So Manny Legacy was really fit for the task tonight. He played very well. And it's a big break for the Kings because they're not going to have these goaltenders back. Store is on.
Straight up a power play, Darcy Tucker. There's the core who shoots wide. LeCavier with the beautiful no-look pass to Tucker, who scores and beats Peter Skujin. This is impressive.
Well, you're mentioning two names are going to be the future of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Tucker and LeCavier. LeCavier comes around the net. He throws this to Tucker. He knows where Tucker is. Darcy's in front of the net. This is a gutsy little guy, the leader of this team. LeCavier is a talented, talented future star. Right here, you see what this kid can do. Don't forget, he's 6'3". He's 18 years old. Now look at this. No look pass behind him. He's lucky he's not killed. He'll have to change that, but he gets the puck back. Now watch where he's shooting. He knows the upper corner is open, just doesn't hit it there. This guy's missed about 3 or 4 beautiful goals this year so far.
Misses first goal by inches. Stu Bars misses that goal because Darren Pupil was on all night. 28 saves, 1:52 into the second. Tucker circles around the circle and right on the face-off dot. Wrist shot, goal. Second of the period. His career high is just 7 goals, Barry.
Well, Tucker will be the captain of this team eventually. He's a leader. He's a born leader right here. Good quick wrist shot. He's shown some offensive ability. He was a scorer in junior along with being a leader, and he's starting to show that now.
Scooter gone. John Sebastian Aubin would have come in and didn't matter who was in. Tampa up 4-0. Wendell Clark now 2 goals away from 300. Tampa up 5-0.
And the guy from Calvinton scores a goal. It's on NHL tonight. If Joey gets one, he's on NHL tonight. Jock's happy. Things are looking up in Tampa Bay.
The Lightning entered with 8 goals in 5 games. They get 5 here. 33-year-old Darren Pupil in his 14th year gets his first shutout since the 95-96 season. When the blue line, but he gets Marty McSorley right in the grill, right across his eye. Marty shakes off the blood, opens quickly. Oilers would score on the ensuing power. Let's fire the helmet down, shake it off. Second period, 1-0 Oilers on the power play again. Billy Guerin. It looks like a scrimmage goal, Barry.
Well, I can't believe that stick didn't break when it hit Marty in the head.
Goal number 5 for Guerin. Still second. Same score. Kelly Buchberger. Boyd Devereaux. Beats Tommy Salo. 3-0 Edmonton. Third period, still 3-0 Edmonton. Kevin Brown checks Barry Richter. We have another glass situation, and the official gets a bit of a cut. Top of his head, Kevin Brown, not the Padre pitcher. Looking on, take another look. There it is. The glass shatters as Richter gets checked into, and there's Mike Milbury looking on. Maybe they do need a new arena. Oilers win 4-2. First 2-goal game for Boyd Devereaux in his 44th NHL game. He was the 6th overall pick in that 96 draft. The O's have won 3 of 4 on their 5-game road trip. Doug Waite has 3 assists in his 2 Oiler game. 8 goals in 5 games for the 2 and 3 Islanders, who could really use a player like, say, Ziggy Palffy. Scotty Bowman returns Friday, so this is it for Dave Lewis and Barry Smith. Red Wings power play. Slava Kozlov behind the net feeds Steve Yzerman in front, but Mike Dunham is there for the save. He stopped 120 of 128 shots coming in. Red Wings, another power play. Dunham again with the save. Predators clear, Barry.
Right there, Stacey Rooster's first NHL game, goes side to side. Great play, great shot, but the save is made. Right here, another play. Larionov across the ice. Look at how many times they touch this puck. Federov back to Kozlov. Tip in. Again, Dunham's right there. This team really moves the puck well. We know that very good. Right there across again. Goal scored by McCarty. Great move there, and I took your goal. Don't worry about it.
You've been doing it all night. Big save.
Well, that's enough for you. I'll take this one, too. Right here, Dunham was great tonight. This guy's really emerged as a big-time NHL goaltender. He got a lot of shots, a lot of point-blank shots. But he's for real. This kid, no one knows about him because of his stint backing up Brodeur, but he was there all night long for this team and really looks comfortable in net. One more last one, side to side, controls the rebound.
Just keep talking.
I'm done.
His goals against was 1.97. Look at that. Outshots 40-7 through 2. But Nashville would get on the board. Greg Johnson surfing the net. www.gametide@1.com. Wings answer, though. Fight for the puck in Southborough, Massachusetts. How does he do it? Dougie Brown going the other way and roofs it over the left shoulder of Dunham. 2-1 Detroit.
Maltby hits Lambert from behind. Lambert goes after Maltby. A little bit of a fight starting, a little bit of practice. Remember these two guys, Lambert and Maltby.
Brendan Shanahan, what a great start. He's off 2. He scores again, his 6th of the year. His career high is 52. Couldn't make a run at that, Barry.
All right, here, as I say, remember these two guys? Lambert tries to
quit it.
Take his hand off Maltby. Lambert gets a 5-minute major. I don't know. That might be a little too hard, but I think Colin Campbell will want to talk to him.
They outshot Nashville by 42 shots, the largest margin since the Ron Tugnut 70-save game against Boston in '91. 4 in a row for Detroit. Nashville has scored 8 goals in their 5 games. 369 goals for Shanny. That ties it with Bernie Federov, which is tied for 70th all time. Barry, we've talked about Colorado and their struggles this year, and Darren McCarty is...
McCarty finishes his checks. That enables Shanahan and Yzerman, the 2 stars, to get a 2-on-1 and probably get a goal. Now his job still isn't done. He reads the play. It's a 2-on-1. Shanahan's going to go to the net. Yzerman's going to try and get the puck to the net. But he's still back to McCarty in a defensive mode now because he knows if the puck's turned over, he's got to be back there. Puck bounces to him. He's in a good position. He's still a talented enough man. When he gets a chance to score, he puts it in. So this guy hits. He fights, he finishes checks, and he can score goals, and he's a team leader. You give me 5 or 6 Darren McCartys, you're going to have a good chance to win the Stanley Cup.
And Garth Brooks now has more albums than the Predators have goals, 10-8. More to come on the NHL tonight. 10, and they have 8 goals. The Capitals haven't lost to Vancouver at home since St. Patrick's. Working to play in the NHL back in 1957 with the Bruins. Drops the first puck. First period, Mess looking for number 600. No. At the other end, Joey Juneau. Off wing, that's a bullet. What a great save by Garth Snow. Is that a goal? Chris Simon appears to have put it in. However, listen to the whistle. Don Koharski lost sight of it. The whistle clearly blew, although maybe it shouldn't have before the puck went in. Messier wins the faceoff, and Adrian Aucoin doesn't get many of those, but he makes it 1-0 Vancouver. Barry, just like night before, Vancouver standing around on D.
Well, I don't think Mike Keenan, who's 49 today, will be happy with the defensive effort of his team in their own zone. Turnover there, point-blank shot. Right, a big save again. You'll see another breakdown right here. Everybody's back, but they're not getting the job done. Point-blank shot, nobody picks them up. Breakaway chance. Everybody was back, the job wasn't done. Same situation here. Vancouver's got men back where they should be, but the job isn't done. You're not going to stop Craig Berube when you give him a chance like that. Chief puts her in, first goal of the year. Happy birthday, Mike.
He cuts it to 2-1. Late second, still 2-1 Canucks. Kolzig, save on Aucoin. Oh, Todd Bertuzzi thought he had a goal. Ole says you'll get nothing and like it. Vancouver, saved by their goalie. Oh, what a beautiful... Glove is in the air. Glove is the answer. Mess in the box. They pull Kolzig, 2-man advantage. Gonchar at the buzzer, no. Garth Snow is clutch, and clutch is everything in life. Still no number 600 for Messier, but McCall's 2nd career goal and Aucoin's 14th career goal give the Canucks a big road win. This is their first win in Washington since 1990. Their first win, period, over the Caps in their last 8 games. This was Kelly Miller's 1,000th NHL game, 767 behind Gordie Howe's NHL record. The Carolina Hurricanes off to a 1-1-3 start, but Barry Melrose thinks there's still a playoff-bound team to be reckoned with. He'll tell us why after this. But first,
defenseman can score, can play good, solid defense. You've got Wesley, another guy that can make plays from the blue line. Up front, you've got Sammy Kapanen with a lot of speed. This guy's only going to get better and better. He's turning into a big-time NHL forward. And I think probably one of the best young forwards in the NHL. We saw that last night, Keith Primo. This is going to be a breakout year for him, especially as he plays more with Francis. He'll learn to be a better professional centerman. This is a deep team. It's a strong team, and this team should make the playoffs. They better make the playoffs for Paul Maurice's sake.
That's right, and see if they can overcome that home arena problem. We'll see. Coming up on ESPN. Second star, another goalie, Manny Legacy of the Kings, in for Store and Fiset, and he makes the save right there. 49 of them. Kings and Panthers tie 1-1. And another goalie for our first star, Pupa, shuts out Pittsburgh on 111 combined saves by our 3 goalies on 3 stars. Ducks and Bruins in the second. Ducks still lead 1-0.
It's cab forward, wheels to the corner.
Chris Drury! John Green with his first NHL goal.
It's a memorable moment for every rookie, but Florida's Oleg Kavash's first was unforgettable.
Scoop by Kavacha scored! What a goal! Boy, oh boy, there's a highlight reel goal that I've seen. What?
While Nashville celebrated a first of a different kind.
Now watch this shot. Watch this. He's a rebound. Get headed.
McInnes and Detroit's Brendan Shanahan prefer the number 3.
McInnes has a hat trick. Shanahan, hat trick. Brendan Shanahan's 3rd goal of the game.
Just as exciting as the hat trick is an overtime winner.
Overtime, right side. He shoots, he scores! Kings win!
Not every individual effort was successful in turning on the red light to some people's disbelief, but others were.
Sends it across, one-time score, Denmark. Following up his Garrett over the blue line, snaps the shot, he scores! Doug Brown cutting it across from the kitchen, score!
Assistants, Dave Lewis, Barry Smith. The ticket for the game had Scotty on the front. Kevin Hodgson was 9-3-3 last year for Detroit. He is in net. Leafs strike first. Matt Sundin, 6'4", 228. That long reach, easy pickings. 1-0 Toronto. More Leaf pressure. Sergei Barrasso. Just a great pass from Gary Volk. Denied here by Hodgson. The play will continue. This is the same shift now. Barrasso again with the puck. Watch him gain the zone. Work on Larry Murphy. Shoot. Follow his shot. And the 10th round pick, Barry doesn't look like a 10th round pick with those hands.
Looks like the 10th pick overall.
Yeah.
What a shift for this kid. Great shot here. He's sort of been in the doghouse a little bit, so he needed to play well, and he certainly did. Got his own rebound, shot it in. Scotty should have came back tomorrow.
Second period, just as Leafs power play is ending. Thomas Kariya with his first NHL goal, career. 3-0 Toronto. Wings try to answer. LaPointe loose. In front, goal, but Stevie Y knew he was in the crease, Barry.
Did he ever know he's in the crease? As soon as the goal went in, Stevie Y looked down at his feet right there. He's looking at his feet. He knows he's in the crease. Goal shouldn't count, and it doesn't.
The Wings began great. They ended great. LaPointe in front. Looks like Federov scored, but actually LaPointe got to it first. 50th career. Wings down by 1. 2 minutes left. Back to Barrasso. Again, Mike Murphy, the coach last year, scratched him 14 times when he was healthy. He likes Pat Quinn. Freer system, second goal. Scotty, and his return, an L. So in this original 6 battle, the Leafs topped the Wings for the second time this year. Maple Leaf goals, 2 for Barrasso, 1 each for Sundin, Thomas, and Kariya. Shanahan, LaPointe, and Larionov for Detroit. Philly, Dallas, and Toronto are 4-1-1 best records in hockey. More Scotty. There he is, 8 titles by a head coach. Unbeaten team in the league, the Panthers, and right away it's Todd Bertuzzi makes it 1-0 Vancouver. Garth Snow holds the lead. Always plays well against the Panthers. More on that in a moment. Ole Kavasha, no. Ben Snow on Johan Garpenhoff. Kick save and a beauty, Barry.
Right there as Garpenhoff goes across, he makes the save. Snow has been excellent so far this season. They don't need to go out and get a goaltender. Snow can continue to play like that.
Did I mess that up?
Yeah, you did, but don't worry about it. I saved your butt again.
Oh, there's Bertuzzi again. He had 6 in the preseason. Now has 8 goals in 28 games as a Canuck.
That line has been great. Messier, Mogilny, and Bertuzzi, and they scored again tonight.
Now, Florida on the power play, Alexander Mogilny. He once scored 76 goals in a season. Messier misses, but on the rebound, it is Alex.
Oh, I thought Mess was going to get it right here, right in his forehand. He usually eats that play up, but the rebound went to Mogilny, who had a wide open net.
Second of the year for Alex. Another 2-on-1. McCall hits the post. Marcus Naslund taps it in 4-0.
Right here, hits the post, finds it in the crease.
Mark Messier, history.
All down, Murphy gets the puck, looking for Messier, there's the shot, he scores! Mark Messier, his 600th National Hockey League goal, putting him in
There it is, big Mark, 5-0 Vancouver, as the Canucks celebrate the win and mess. Florida's 2 wins, by the way, have come against Nashville and Tampa. Vancouver is 4-2. Their next 2 games are against Nashville and Tampa. Garth Snow now 5-1 against Florida lifetime with 2 shutouts and a goals against of 1.65. So he has 4 career shutouts, half against the Panthers.
Oh, it felt great. I was really excited about it.
He's not a guy with a big shot that scores from perimeter. He goes to the net. He scores in traffic. He's physical. He's mean. He can play both ends of the rink. The term I like to use, he's not nice to play against. So he's a little different than most of those guys on that list that you just mentioned. But he's played with great teams. He'll be the first guy to tell you. He's played with great players in New York, in Edmonton, and now in Vancouver. He's a consummate leader. And this guy deserves to be where he is. He's one of the best players that's ever played. Not just a scorer. He's one of the best players that's ever played. I think top 5 at least.
Wow, that off. More in gear. That's Red Wing stuff. They just got him on Thursday for a 6th-round pick. And guess what? He gets hit by Tucker. Third period, tied at 1. Michael Renberg, nothing but net. It's 2-1 Tampa. Late in the third, Tucker again. Great pair of legs, and there he goes again, taking out goalies. Bach is hit, and his back.
Bach is a sore back.
Bach back, and Larry Robinson, get me some Advil, please. 3-2. The Nings beat the Kings. Tucker, Renberg, Kubina score for Tampa. Ferraro and Courtnall for the Kings. The Lightning win 2 in a row for the first time since last March. Brian Bach gets the loss in this game for the Kings. He stopped 21 of 23. 8,700 watched in Tampa, site of this year's All-Star Game. Last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, it wasn't the Flyers and Devils like most thought. It was the Buffalo Sabres and Washington Capitals, carried largely by their goalies, Dominik Hasek and Olaf Kolzig. This season, Kolzig has the upper hand head-to-head. His goals against, 1.58, Hasek's 2.20. Kolzig's save percentage, 94.4, Hasek, 92.9. Two of the best in the business. There's Hasek, 33 years old. There's Ole, born in Johannesburg, South Africa in 1970.
Great hockey country.
First period, no score. Oh, Miroslav Shatan had Kolzig beaten, Barry, but he lost control of the puck late.
Is that a sign of things to come? Great move by Shatan here. He's got him beat, hits the post, goes off the stick. Kolzig covers up.
He led Buffalo in scoring a year ago. Great hit here by Jay McKee on Mike Eagles. Just over a minute to go in the first. Washington power play. Peter Gunn thinks he has a goal, but the Dominator says you'll get nothing and like it, Barry. Snow Angel me.
Typical Dominik Hasek. He's down in that butterfly. He loses sight of the puck, so he just spreads out as much as he can. Puck goes in there, closes his legs, covers it up. Somehow he knows where it is.
Meanwhile, Ole also playing great.
Right there, you see him go in there, he stops it with his foot, kicks it to the side of the net. Both goaltenders are superb tonight. Same thing here. Big in net. You just see how big this guy is. He's on his knees, and he still covers the top of the net. Great save here. Watch this backdoor, 4-on-4. Primo's 8 up alive. Both goaltenders are excellent, as I said.
7 minutes into the third. We're still scoreless. Hasek, Yogis, Vizkovsky, check beats check, please. 1-0.
Watch this. This is unbelievable. The first shot goes in the slot. Now watch the leg save. He has to make a great shot upstairs to score, man. Great save.
Just over 5 to go in regulation. Barnaby's shot deflects off Ken Clean. Oh, quick legs from Kolzig. He's a big man, don't forget. Caps win. Second shutout for Kolzig. He had one opening night. He has started 39 consecutive games for the Caps, including playoffs. He's 23-14-2. The Caps have won 5 in a row in Buffalo and have lost only once in their last 9 in Buffalo. 6-1. Penny Mark McGuire swing to the body of Kirk Maltby on Wednesday. He was also fined $1,000. Barry, fair, unfair?
Too much. I think he should have got 2 games.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, Nashville home to Calgary. Jeff Nelson looking. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. He ties the game at 2. Nashville and the Flames. Third period, Flames lead 3-2. Greg Johnson dishing to a streaking Jan Vopat. Big heart, soft hands, fast horse. Vopat's first. We're tied at 3. 50 seconds later, Calgary moving toward the net. Bure, a wrister. Corey Stillman, offensive rebound, surfing the net. www.43flames.com. Under 2 minutes left. Flames up 4-3. 2-minute advantage for the third time in this game for Nashville. Darren Turcotte tries to stop, but Kenny Breggett is there. 7 goals in this game. That's how many Garth Brooks albums have been released over the years. First Calgary win in North America. They hadn't won since they returned from Japan. Krupa Krasov has 6 points in his last 3 games.
In a series in which Sharks defenseman Brian Marchment took out Stars forward Joe Nieuwendyk with a hit along the boards. Nieuwendyk underwent knee surgery over the summer, and this is just his 2nd game back this season, and there has been some talk behind the scenes of payback. Certainly the fans in Dallas will be hyped up about it, and the NHL will be looking to keep a lid on a potentially explosive situation. One thing you should note is the Dallas Stars' tough guy Brent Severin may not be able to play in the game because of a lower back strain. Someone else keeping an eye on the Sharks is New York Ranger general manager Neil Smith. He was in Chicago on Thursday night to look at the Sharks lineup, ostensibly because the Sharks are interested in acquiring Ranger veteran winger Adam Graves. The Rangers would love nothing better than to trade Graves and free up some room on their payroll to make some other moves. The Sharks would like nothing better than to get Graves for his character and leadership. Speaking of the Rangers, their scouts are this weekend expected to get a good long look at Peter Nedved. He's the restricted free agent who did not play in the NHL last season and is currently playing with Las Vegas in the International League. although he has been bothered of late with a sore elbow. Meanwhile, around the league, the Colorado Avalanche are shopping veteran winger Claude Lemieux and trying to get a big, strong, banging defenseman in return. Both the Calgary Flames and Philadelphia Flyers are denying a radio report out of Montreal that suggested Flyer general manager Bob Clarke called the Flames to inquire about the availability of right winger Theo Fleury. There's no question Fleury's name has been linked to a lot of trade talk this year. He's an unrestricted free agent at season's end. Veteran Los Angeles King defenseman Gary Galley has been a healthy scratch in all but one of the Kings games this year. He's making $1.6 million. That's too much for somebody who's sitting on the sidelines. Don't be surprised if he's on the move. And finally, you're going
between the legs, save made. What a shot by Bondra. Found wide open in the slot on a between the legs pass that time, and called on early to make the save, Dominic Hasek. What a shot and what a setup. And that further away from the boards, right there at that end of the ice. Kolzig had trouble, backhanded, and a save made by Hasek. And as would be anticipated, Tom Chorske, the opportunity in his first game for the club, had the great chance in these two goaltenders.
But Tom Chorske came over from the New York Islanders and gives his team some speed. Dominic Hasek gave him absolutely no room. How to beat Dominic Hasek? Try to drive for rebound.
Comes around the other way. Good work by the penalty-killing unit. Brown shot. Big-time save. Olaf Kolzig denying him a shorthanded goal. And Curtis Brown on a magnificent job on that unit. Back through the middle it comes. Shot on. Save made. Deflected shot. That one hit the post on the right side. Cleared up and out of the zone. Two great opportunities for the Washington Capitals.
Kings are coming off 3 straight overtime games. They haven't lost any of them. Second period scoreless. Lightning give the puck away. And here's Russ Courtnall. He's still got the great wheels on the break. Goes to the backhand. And what a goal as he squeezes by Bill Ranford. 1-0 Kings. That was shorthanded, Barry.
You're going to see one of my favorite players coming up here. Darcy Tucker on a turnover. This guy gets it. He's going to be captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning someday. A real guts and glory guy. Good move here. 3rd goal in 2 games. And he punishes the goaltender on a goal. That's why he's a leader.
Manny Legacy banged up. Had to leave the game. Ryan Bach is now making his first appearance for Los Angeles. He's in goal. They are tied at 1-1. Speaking of 1-1, Calgary and Nashville, that's where they were at last.
A big factor. Mike Dunham was a backup in New Jersey for a couple years. He played in the minors. He's finally getting a chance to be the #1 goaltender, and he's making the most of it. He played great in Detroit the other night. Yeah, they lost 5-2. It could have been 22-2. He played unbelievable, and that's what you love about this guy's getting a chance, and he's making the most of it.
In that game, Greg Johnson said, hey, only one of our guys showed up tonight. That was Mike Dunham. Detroit fired 57 shots at him. National Hockey Night continues on with much more.
The 2 on the night. This one here, he starts it off. He gives it to Joe Sakic. Little give and go. Gets it back and fires it by Bobby Essenza, the goaltender who replaced Mikhail Stalenkov. And these are the quick hands. One quick move, beats him, goes to the far side, off the post and in. And interestingly enough, have you seen Doug Waite's line out there? No. Pat Falloon's been on the ice a lot. Even Boyd Devereaux's been on the ice a lot. This line, the line back in his net, and with Essenza already making a save out to the left, what happened was he makes a save, and then Keith Jones is right here. Keith Jones is right there stopping the goaltender from going back into the net.
Oh yeah.
Now, would it have mattered? Would Essenza have been able to get back into the net? I don't think so, but the intent of the forward has come into play.
No goal for a penalty. He went to the linesman. Now, I didn't realize the linesman could tell him to make a 2-minute call on a play like this and take a goal away.
It has to be a double minor or a major unless it concerns a goal. Wow.
It's the first time I've seen this, where the referee clearly
right. If he says it, he's right there and clearly says no goal, interference right there, and there'll be a minor penalty. But we didn't see it. We did not see it. And there you see Jones again landing on top of the goaltender. And certainly Bobby Essenza was out of the crease, made the first save, couldn't get back into position. Wow. Gray area right there. Gray area.
Well, let's see what happens now. There's just under 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. The Edmonton Oilers have pulled back to within a goal, and they are on the power play. Hammer the top.
The first shot right there on the far side by Hammerlick. Patrick Waugh drops the stick, and we've seen Dominik Hasek really start that phase here in the NHL.
He's gotten recognition for injuring guys, and that's pretty sad with the NHL. And you know, for a guy to get you know, popularity votes on who he can take out and which knees he's banging up is kind of tough. I mean, he's not very talented or skilled. He's just one-dimensional.
What he did to Nieuwendyk, to Modano, to Adams is totally uncalled for, and you know, someone's got to pay for what happens. He cost us, we think, probably the whole thing. He really did a lot of damage to our club last year, and you know, something may have to happen.
With that guy, you got to be on guard all the time because he's already been suspended once already this year, and everybody knows the type of player he is.
Sweet child of mine, would there be revenge? Joe Nieuwendyk, just his second game back since that Marchment injury. Stone Cold Brent Severin activated knee-on-knee protection. Oh, we love the Star fans. Stars on the power play where they rule. Pat Verbeek takes the shot. Mike Byrne the save. Jamie Langenbrunner surfing the net. www.10dallas.com. Chippy. Mike Ricci takes Tony Herkes. Here comes Stone Cold Brent Severin making his presence known. And look, Marchment is right there, but nothing happens. Ricci and Severin both got penalties. Sharks power play. Marco Sturm will take the shot. Blocked in front. Rebound. Sturm, born in West Germany. First of the year. We're tied at 1. Stars power play. Sadora throws it behind the net. Langenbrunner. Verbeek. Yeah, baby. 464 lifetime goals. Only 35 men who have played this game have scored more. Now watch the spot shadow. Grant Marshall knocks down Marchment. And then the taunting begins. You must respect my authority. Marshall will get a double minor. The Marshall plan is on. Take another look. I'm talking to you. Second period, Sharks still down, 2-1. Ricci the steal, in front. It's in. Somehow it goes in, but the goal is under review. Take another look. Clearly, Stéphane Matteau. His toe! His toe! His toe! Clearly in the crease, no goal, still 2-1. More Marchment stuff, more Marshall stuff. Then Nieuwendyk gets some revenge, just feet from where his season ended a year ago. He hits Marchment. Final 5 seconds. Sharks down by 1. Nolan! No! No! It's over. The Shark 4-game win streak in Dallas is over. They're still winless this season. Easy game for Belfour. Saw just 17 shots. Marchment entered with 21 penalty minutes. Night. Second period. Montreal pressing. Mark Recchi, no. Chris Osgood, very good. Still no score. Osgood again. Impressive. Then it's the Red Wings' turn. It's Jocelyn Thibault's turn. Stops Tomas Holmstrom on the wraparound. And then Chris Draper, blocker, save. The Red Wings continue to storm the net. Maltby crashes into Thibault. We've seen a lot of that this year. McCarty centers, boom. Although you see Maltby was clearly pushed into Thibault. Third period. Detroit opens it up. We're still scoreless in Montreal. Yzerman, Shanny, Yzerman, first goal of the year. Here it is again. Shanahan meant to shoot this puck, but it deflects right to Yzerman, who redirects for the first goal of the game. Second Red Wing goal, a bit of a softie. Larry Murphy. Watch it bounce. And oh, Thibault in horrible position to save it. It goes by him 2-0. And Martin Lapointe, 3 goals in 5 minutes and 16 seconds. 18 saves for Osgood, second shutout this year, 22nd of his career. Scotty Bowman gets win number 1,058. This was the first sellout in Montreal this year. This was a neutral zone clogs fest. The Canadiens had few great chances late. The Wings have allowed Rangers. Wayne in front to Adam Graves. Goal, Graves, second of the year, 2-0 Rangers. Wayne has a goal and 5 assists this year. Take another look, Wayne threading. Matthew Schneider also an assist on this play on the Graves goal. Third period, still 2-0 Rangers. Mike Menela gets the puck behind the net. John LeClaire Swish. Give Lindros an assist as well. LeClaire 5 goals, 10 points this season. Rangers by 1. Flyers power play. Rod Brindamore in front, goal. Third of the year. The game ends in a 2-2 tie. For the first time in 5 games, Lindros doesn't score a goal. LeClaire and Brindamore do for the Flyers. McLean and Graves surf the net for the Rangers. The Rangers had 2 shots on goal in the first action from the last 7 days, and the 2 1-1 Penguins home to the 4 1-1 Maple Leafs, who have scored the most goals in the league thus far. Highlights next. Scott Walker. How long gone are you going to be? 1-0 Nashville, short-handed. Second period, first ever, by the way, in Nashville history. Here come the Hawks. Chad Kilgore with the goal. 3-2 Nashville. Late in the third now. Charlie Brown in a Haas. Tom Fitzgerald tries the stuttering pass. Amonte there. Second on the night. He scored the goal prior to that, so he ties the game at 4. Under 3 minutes left. Kilgore blows by DeVries and scores past Bichot. Oh, you must respect my authority. There's holes in the floor of heaven. The Preds lose. Thomas with some excellent moves to Matt Sundin, the first overall pick back in '89. He makes it 1-0 Toronto. Tied at 1 halfway through the first. Sundin to Jason Smith. Scooter save. Igor Korolev. Offensive rebound. 2-1 Toronto. Just under 5 to go in the first. Mike Johnson shoots. Scooter save. Yuskevich shot. Derek King. Oh, that's a sweet redirection. 3-1 Toronto. 5:50 into the second. Stu Barnes. Good work in the corner. Nice feed. Martin Straka scores. Pittsburgh down 3-2. That's the first for Straka. Later in the second, Potvin. Save on Hatcher. Kessa. Barenka. Felix is on. Kenny Dryden won 76% of his games. Martin Straka. Watch him. Out of the penalty box. Forechecking. Scoring. That is sweet. We're tied at 3. A minute later. Gary Vault. Sweet pass. Tomas Kabala. And the young defenseman is looking good. 5-3 Toronto. A minute and a half left in regulation. The Penguins pressuring. Jagr. Herdina back to Jagr. Stu Barnes, second of the year on the rebound. Jagr had 2 assists in this one. Pens down 5-4. 20 seconds left in regulation. Chris King, no relation to Derek. Look at this backhander. It's in. It's good to be the king. Toronto wins. 10 goals. Toronto had 6 different. Sundin, Korolev, Derek King, Modine, Karachi in. Holzig had to stay alert. Look out. Spacek and his grill. First period, no score. Panthers power play. Back to Spacek. First NHL goal. 1-0 Panthers. Ron Wilson's Caps outshot 14-3 in the first period. Second period, still 1-0 Dvorak. Burst of speed. Thinks he has a goal. Tabaracci says you'll get nothing and like it. In his 10th year, Terry Murray enjoying his visit to his old stomping grounds. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second. Caps get on the board. Joey Juneau. Check out this footwork from JJ. Sweet backhander. His second of the year. 1-1. Closing seconds of the second. A strange play. That's Adam Oates. Entrapped in that giant rectangle. He gets out. He loses his glove. Now watch Ed Jovanowski. Entrapped in a smaller rectangle. He will push Adam Oates' glove out of the way, and Oates slashes him, and Oates gets called for the penalty. Again, Jovo pushes the glove, and Oates, quit it! Hits him. That's cheating. 2 for slashing, AO. Back to the action. Third period, Panthers up 2-1. Look at Cali. We're going back to Cali, to Cali. That ties the game. 2-2. Panther goals from Spacek and Kozlov. Capital tallies, you saw them. Open wide and say Daw. 19 goals for Buffalo last year before traded for Cruz and Holland. Later in the second, still 3-0. Vaclav Varada fumbles the puck. Stripped by Brian Smolinski. As always had a good wrist shot. Born in Toledo, Ohio. Lindy Ruff wasn't born in Toledo, Ohio, and he's not happy. Less than 30 seconds left in the second. It's 4-1. Schmelik to the right. Wayne Primo, younger brother of Keith, has a goal. 4-2 after 2. Third period, still 4-2. Sabres still flying. Murata shoots wide. Watch Pekka. Right in front to Dixon Ward, who gets it in. Sabres within 1. Ward second this season. Less than a minute later, Brian Holzinger to Sanderson. Back to Holzinger. squeaks through. Sabres' fourth unanswered goal. Mike Milbury in years past would have gone nuts. MVTS. Calm here. Tied at 4. Later third. Still 4-4. Zhitnik to Barrasso. Wide open net. Rich Pilon inadvertently makes the save off his inner right calf. Not the farm animal. His leg. Less than a minute left in regulation. Still 4-4. Jay McKee tries to dump it, and here comes Claude Lapointe. He couldn't beat Richter in the Garden. Can he beat Hasek? Yeah, baby. Oh, behave. Claude Lapointe is clutch, and clutch is everything in life. Islander goals. Ojic, Lapointe with 2, Daw and Smolinski. Buffalo's Ward, Curtis Brown, Primo Holzinger. Hasek, who's won the last 2 MVPs, just 2-3-2. He's played every minute for the Sabres. Providence College legend. Born in Warwick, Rhode Island, in net. And looking good until Sergei Samsonov gets his 3rd of the year and ties the game at 1. Score tied at 1 later in the second. Jay Pandolfo, born in Winchester, Mass. Went to Boston University, burns the Boston Bruins. Devils go up 2-1. He was an Albany River Rat for most of last year. Devils up 3-1 in the third. Terreri. Oh, Dmitry Kristich is robbed twice. The former Friar. Byron Defoe probably didn't play in this game for the Bruins because lifetime is 0-5-1 against New Jersey. The Bruins road trip is not going well. Just 2-4. They
25 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Crowley to Selanne to Kariya on the doorstep. He scores! What a spectacular play! What tremendous hand-eye coordination!
Wade tried to hit the trailer Hammerlick, instead throws it at the net. It winds up on top, and then it's poked in. A power play goal by Billy Garrett. And the Oilers lead it 2-0.
Samsonov for Kristich. What a pass. Back for Samsonov. Score! What a beautiful goal! Sergei Samsonov from Dmitry Kristich.
Back up to Zubov, right point. The hole in the middle of the ice. Back to Zubov. Down low to Sundin. Oh, he scores! I mean, when you're hot, you're hot. And he is red hot. What a flame on his jersey. It's a 3-on-1. Back the other way now. They walk in with Barnaby holding. Groshek scores! Michael Groshek set up beautifully by Matthew Barnaby.
Have it again, leads shooting, and it's deflected wide. Gretzky stuffs in hole. For one power play unit, but it's Straka breaking away shorthanded. Oh, what a save by Darren Hoopa. He gloved it for the stop.
Dixon Ward was leveled with an elbow from Turner Stevenson.
Ward got it right through the goal crease. Winding up Barrasso, guns it wide. Rebound, they score! Ward fires it in off the goaltender from behind the net. And the Buffalo Sabres have wiped out a 3-0 deficit to tie the game.
second effort, he cleared it back out. Hustling for it is Ralston. Ralston moving in. Lifted when he scored! What a goal!
This is an unbelievable goal. This is simply spectacular.
Alexander Mogilny gets it the rest of the way into the Florida zone. Got away from Murphy. Centering pass. Messier shoots. He scores! Mark Messier gets goal number 600. And the Vancouver Canucks pour off the bench to congratulate their captain.
Scotty Bowman returns. Joe Sakic deflecting. Goal. 1-0 Avs. Watch it again. Sakic is hot. 1 goal and 2 assists. He has 7 points in his last 3 games. Meanwhile, Alexei Gusarov lets a slapper go. Adam Deadmarsh, one-timer beats Zhelenkoff, and then we had a lot of this. 135 penalty minutes in the game. 64 in the first period. McSorley and Odgers. Oh, Jeff Odgers. Impressive there. Meanwhile, the scoring continues. Hedgick with the goal. 3-0 Avalanche. Ron Lowe is not happy. He's low. More Avalanche. Up 4-0. Claude Lemieux takes a pretty Peter Forsberg pass against goal number 300 of his career. 4-0 Avs. Second period, Oilers taking the body. Sean Brown on Valerie Kamensky. Craig Miller will crush Sean Donovan. Miller booted from the game for drawing blood. Avs on the power play. Sakic sets up Claude. Good pair of hands there from 22. Essence of beaten. Second goal tonight. 5-2 Avalanche. Once again, the beautiful feed right on the tape of Lemieux, who dipsy doodles through the tweener. Third, late in the third. Marchand comes off the corner to Positive. Past Waugh. We have a game. It's 5-4, but check this out. The Oilers pull their goalie. Keith Jones blocks the shot. The puck goes all the way down, and no! His first goal. Has that ever happened in NHL history? Meanwhile, more of that.
Olaf Kolzig just was a wall here. This is the last sequence when Buffalo came down on that counterattack. Washington had a good scoring chance shorthanded, but when you got too many guys on the shorthanded attack, if the team that's on the power, they're hoping to see it himself. Mike Pekka was able to get to a loose puck on the side. Again, Buffalo with their speed. Stopped by Gonchar on the first one. You see how Olaf Kolzig helped himself because Shitnik was pinching in. Then the Caps went down to the other end. This is another look at it. Same idea. Boy, Dominic Hasek had to make another save on Peter Bondra at the other end.
Face off. Right through the crease. Hasek let it go. Hasek was back in the net. Just watched it fly. Brendan Witt. Save made. Rebound. Save. Rebound. Score! It took 3 chances on that play, but the Washington Capitals get the first goal and maybe the only one. Sveikovsky, the 22-year-old Yogi, puts it up 1-0.
But only after Dominic Hasek had made just another incredible save with the left pad. Might have been the left skate. And I think Sveikovsky got his own rebound. Man, shots from the point. That's what you got to have on the power play. Hopefully generate some traffic in front. Bonder with the original deflection. There was the toe save by Hasek. And unfortunately for Hasek, fortunately for Sveikovsky, the rebound of that, wow, what a save. Went right back to Yogi, and he buried it up high. The only spot he could shoot out was up and over Hasek.
Sveikovsky gets the goal, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Washington Capitals. They get it on their 30th.
Because the Predators tie the game. Jan Vopat, his first of the season, tied it at 3-all. But just 50 seconds later, Corey Stillman gets his first of the season. Make it 4-3. Flames getting late, guys.
Predators.
Turn it around. They come in. Again, it looks innocent, but this line that's together, Drake, Tkachuk, and Roenick, is easily the best line for Phoenix. And, you know, this is the job, again, that Adam Foote has always taken on. He's always been the guy that's been out against Tkachuk. Tkachuk scored.
He looked at the goal judge, and then he pointed upstairs. So I don't know if they're going to go upstairs, but right away, that's where he pointed.
Amazing. 13 minutes in. It's a good thing we have 2 referees here tonight.
You see right there, Grant Fuhr makes the first stop. Rebound comes there to Brown. Throws it. Puck trickles in over the line, but Koharski couldn't see it because of Grant Fuhr's one of those giant gold gloves they have there.
This one is officially under review. This is not just our own ESPN2 review.
It's officially under review, and it's officially a goal, so that happened very quickly.
Score the goal for the Wings, a 1-1 game. More importantly, the first penalty, the first player able to come out of the box, so the power play continues for Detroit.
Actually, Fuhr makes one great save there. Brown wins the battle. Good play by Brown. And it just trickles in by Grant Fuhr's glove there. I thought he made that save, but he got away from it.
And 14 inches high, with a backbone the size of Missouri. Buddy Lee is Buddy Lee in Buddy Lee, Man of Action. A Lee Dungarees production.
Joe Quenneville scores some goals. Great pass across there. Rebound comes. Ozzy gets back. Great save. Good vision by Osgood. Good concentration. Right there, Reisner. Good quick shot. Rebound comes out. Courtnall gets it. Not much wood on it, but Ozzy's over there. Now, let's see it at full speed as if you were a goaltender. And if you were the goaltender, you'd be in right now.
You mean me?
Tonight. They haven't made any mistakes tonight.
The puck has been placed at center ice with 9:17 to go. Here in the third period, Jeff Courtnall will get set to take a penalty shot. Courtnall has had 3 career penalty shots. He scored one of them on Jeff Hackett of Chicago back on December 13th of 1996. Chris Osgood will get directions from Don Koharski. Bill McCreary giving the word to Jeff Courtnall. Osgood's numbers on penalty shots. He stopped 3 of 4. So he's at 75% on penalty shots. Courtnall's at 33%. Something's got to give.
It favors the goaltender. A penalty shot favors the goaltender.
Here we go. Jeff Courtnall on Chris Osgood. Score! Jeff Courtnall just went to 500 for a batting average on penalty shots. His goal has the place rocking and the Blues up 2-1.
Great shot here. He comes in. Good, quick wrist shot. And Osgood gets part of it with his shoulder, but it's such a good shot. It goes over his shoulder, through Osgood almost, upper shelf. Watch this. Comes in. He puts the puck in the middle of the rink. See how the puck is right in the middle of the net? And a good, quick wrist shot right over the shoulder of Osgood. Like I said, a penalty shot favors the shooter.
Heard Bill and Gary the other night talking about our national hockey.
His second start of the season, and he gets tested early. He had 8 first-period saves. Here, Marco Sturm shooting wide with a chance to score. As on the attack later, Peter Forsberg gets the puck. Great move, but he hits the post. 2-man advantage later for Colorado. Rene Corbet gets the pass, and he beats Mike Vernon for his first goal this season. 1-0 Colorado. But Mick Magoo wants to review it. Take another look, and here's why. Chris Drury, is he in the crease before the puck? No, says Magoo. Sharks answer. Dave Lowry jamming home the rebound for his first goal this season. That ties it at 1. And then Sharks with the power play. Scott Hannon gets the pass, but Billington with the diving stop. 1-1 after 1. Later, on a power play, Andre Yzerman from Jeff Friesen and Bill Holder, and San Jose with a 2-1 lead in the second. That's where we stand right now. The Sharks are the only winless team remaining in the NHL. The Avalanche have lost 4 of their 5 home games. We'll keep you updated on the progress from the Mile High City. In the words of Montreal coach Alain Vigneault, our memories are long and we don't forget this game. Those words were spoken immediately following Wednesday night's embarrassing 9-2 loss to the Bruins. And what really got him upset was how Boston used its top power play unit during a 5-minute major on Dave Manson, stretching a 3-0 lead to a 6-0 lead. Added Vigneault, hopefully my players can't wait to get even. That chance coming tonight in Boston, but the Habs will have to do without Dave Manson, whose elbow to the head of P.J. Axelson led to the major penalty and misconduct and those 3 Boston goals. Before tonight's game, the league suspended Manson 3 games, fined him $1,000. So no Manson and no Axelson, scratched with a concussion. And there's Vigneault looking to get his club to rebound from Wednesday's catastrophe. First period action, the Habs lived in the penalty box. Patrick Pullen clips Dave Ellett. He gets 2 for high sticking, and then on the ensuing power play, Joe Thornton feeds Steve Heinz, but he can't convert. Later in the first, Benoit Brunet gets the elbow up high. He gets 2 for elbowing. The Bruins back on the power play. Dmitry Kristich can't convert out front. Pat Burns likes the effort. Same power play. Boston finally lights the lamp. Heinz with his 3rd on the season. 1-0 Boston. The Bruins 1 for 6 on the power play in the first. Second period, the Habs give Boston a taste of their own medicine. Vinny Damphousse feeds Brian Savage for his 2nd of the game. That ties it at 1. Check it out against Savage from his knees. Third period, the refs decide the game. We'll check it out. It would be the goalies. Turner Stevenson centers out front for Savage. Defoe robbing him one of his 22 stops on the night. Another look so nice we had to see it twice. Then closing seconds of regulation. Jocelyn Thibault robbing Grant Ledyard. Thibault with 30 stops on the night. Here's another look at that beauty of a save. And Alain Vigneault and his Canadians with some redemption. The Bruins and the Habs tie this one. Final count of 1-1. Byron Defoe, the Boston goalie, has allowed 3 goals or less in all 8 of his starts, but is just 3-3-2 on the season. The Bees are unbeaten in their last 3 games versus Montreal, 2-0-1. And after starting the season 2-0, Montreal is 1-4-2 over its last 7 games. And after the whistle, after scoring 7 goals in their opener, Montreal has just 13 total over their last 8 tries. Mark Recchi with an assist in this one. And the Bees were 1 for 10 on the power play, but have 7 power play goals in their last 3 games. It's the first home game for Boston since October 12th. Well, the wait likely means bad news for Doug Weight. The Edmonton center, who was injured Wednesday night after colliding with Caps defenseman Mark Tenorti, had his MRI exam for his right knee pushed back from Thursday to Friday. Team doctors confirmed damage is gathering some steam here and absolutely buries Andy Dackel in the corner. Dackel goes down hard. Watch the replay here of the check. Dackel never really had a chance against the freight train that Eric Lindros is.
Oh, boy, he's cut badly.
They're pleading for a penalty.
Ouch. Dackel had to leave the game with a concussion and lacerations. A little woozy there. Lindros looking on, of course. Don't forget he suffered a concussion last season, and his brother Brett retired because of one. Dackel had to be taken off on a stretcher. First period resuming after a 4-minute break and the first intermission. So the first period still in progress here when Radek Bonk scores his 3rd on the season, 1-0 Ottawa. Here we see it again. Chris Murray sets him up with a nice pass. 1-0 Sens. More Ottawa offense later. Andreas Johansson puts it past Ron Hextall, who entered the game 15-1-1 in his career against Ottawa. They had to check the goal, but check it out here. The puck crosses the plane, and it is ruled a goal. The 3rd on the season for Johansson. Later, Sens on the power play, and Johansson with his 2nd goal in 75 seconds. It's Ottawa's 3rd goal in 4 minutes, and 3-0 Ottawa with the lead. 3rd period. Damian Rhodes had 28 saves on the night. The beauty right here, robbing Mike Sillinger on the doorstep. As we check it out again, let me tell you that Ottawa beats the Flyers 3-1, the final score in this one. It's Ottawa's first win over Philly since April 26, 1995. Damian Rhodes snaps the Senators' 3-game losing streak with his 28 saves in goal. Lindros has 7 goals now in his last 8 games. Just 5 of Lindros' 230 career goals, by the way, have been shorthanded. After the game, Roger Nielsen spoke about the big hit from Eric Lindros.
You know, we went and assured the team that it was a clean check.
With the shot, deflects off Dave Andrechuk's chest into the goal. Andrechuk's 2nd of the season. 2nd period action, Scott Stevens drilled in the corner by Trevor Linden. Stevens was okay. Later in the 2nd, Devils still up 2-0. Jason Daw beats Martin Brodeur. Daw's 2nd goal of the season gives New Jersey a 2-1 lead. The Islander fans, not many of them, just less than 10,000, celebrating by throwing their puck night pucks onto the ice. And just like as we saw in Ottawa, the officials send the teams to the dressing rooms early, and they resume the 2nd period as part of the 3rd period. Less than a minute left in the game. Devils up 2-1, and Claude Lapointe gets a great chance, but Brodeur with the save. 22 on the night. The Red Wings had another short off-season. That meant Brendan Shanahan didn't have much time to rest, but he did have a lot of time to think. And one thing he decided in the offseason was that he wanted to attack the goal more and give himself more scoring opportunities. Now, for most, it's easier said than done. For Shanny, it's easily done. He leads the league in goals, 2nd in the league with 7 goals, and he rode a 7-game scoring streak in tonight's game with St. Louis. First period, power play for the Blues, 2-on-1, but Aaron Ward, great job to break it up. Later in the first, another Blues power play. Michael Handzus pass in front for Scott Pellerin, who lights the lamp, 1st on the year for him. Then less than a minute later, Pierre Turgeon's shot stopped by Chris Osgood, but Pavel Demitra bats it in, but both referees wave it off because it was hit with a high stick. Then at the other end, Wings on the power play, loose puck in front. Doug Brown gets it right by Grant Fuhrer, 4th on the year for Brown. That ties it at 1. Another power play for St. Louis later in the first. Al McInnes with the slapper breaks Shanny's stick. And we all know how hard his shot is. 2nd period, still 1-1. Blues, 2-on-1 break there, and Marty Reisner stopped by Osgood. Then Jeff Courtnall misses the open net. Courtnall can't believe it. The Blues penalty killers came in huge in this game. Second period right here, Wings with the two-man advantage. Craig Conroy breaks up the pass and then clears it down the ice. And then same two-man advantage, poke check by Mike Eastwood. And then still in the same two-man advantage for the Wings. Great clearing job by Conroy. Scotty Bowman's power play just couldn't convert. Third period, more from Osgood. Another Blues power play. Griesner can't beat Osgood. Scott Young rubbed on the rebound. Check out a fabulous save right there. Later in the third, Jeff Courtnall has the breakaway, and he's hauled down by Aaron Ward. Courtnall awarded with the most exciting play in hockey. Yes, it's the penalty shot. Osgood has stopped 3 of 4 penalty shots coming in. Courtnall goes in and beats him high with the wrister. 2-1 St. Louis. Let's check it out again. Perfect shot up high. The second career penalty shot for Courtnall. Still 2-1. Detroit with the empty net, and McInnes puts it in.
Edmonton taking on the 3 and 4 Oilers. Oh, Canada. First period, no score. Kelly Buchberger in his 4th season as Oilers captain has a goal. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Still in the first. More problems for Kolzig. Mike Greer, sharp angle and off. Holy, can't get beaten there. 2-0 O's. Discipline problem. Dale Hunter coming up here. He'll whack Boris Moranov. That's a 2-minute penalty. Then watch Mark Tenorti. Cheap shot on Mike Greer. He goes for 2 minutes. 2-man advantage. Ensuing power play. Nice spacing. Doug Waite, Moranov with a one-timer. 3-0 Oilers. Moments that are bad news for Edmonton. Watch Doug Waite. Watch Mark Tenorti. Ouch. Waite injury, his right knee. He would not return. More discipline. Too much pushing and shoving. Moranov puts his team down 2. Caps ensuing 2-man power play. Juneau to Oates. 3-1 Oilers after 1. The Caps with some momentum. Could they carry it over? No. 2-on-1. Joseph Roenick. Won a gold medal for the Czech Republic last year with Hasek. Didn't even play in the NHL. His goal makes it 4-1. Kolzig out. Abarachi in. The Caps keep getting pummeled. Mike Eagles, look out. That's Sean Brown. The Oilers stay in the groove. Run-up. Making up for the earlier mental play with a beautiful, perfectly timed dive. Third period, Edmonton in cruise control. Billy Guerin likes playing in Edmonton. More ice time, more space, more goals. 2 points.
On the line, moving in. On the line, a flat. Glove save. Rebound. Richter, 1 save. Kicked away. Near side corner. Anderchuk was looking for the rebound and just batted it wide. Graves, as the Rangers change up, gets the pick down the middle. Hope checked away to the corner.
And come close.
We asked the Hartford Wolfpack to try the...
He and his 27 goals last season now in Dallas. Goal scoring, as it is for most teams, indispensable for St. Louis. When they've scored at least 3 goals, they haven't lost. And when they scored fewer than 3 goals, they haven't won. 0-3-1. The Mighty Ducks also fit that formula. And in their last 6 games, they've scored 20 goals, an average of better than 3 a game. Thus, they haven't lost in their last 6 games. Anaheim's offense is switched on, baby. Greg Hartsburg trying to motivate. Halfway through the first, Teemu Selanne shoots. Grant Fuhr, the leaping save. 9 minutes left in the first. The Blues are shorthanded. Watch Selanne picked off by Scott Pellerin. Here comes Scotty, looking to go 5-hole on Guy Hebert, but he closes up the trap. 5:20 to go in the first. Tony Twist surfing the net. www.twistedsister.com. We're not going to take it. 2-0. Twist second of the year. The Blues lead 1-0. 3.5 to go in the first. Off the face-off, Dimitra. Once again, Hebert as Turgeon hits the post. Second period, Dimitra chasing. Look at Jason Marshall sweeping it back to Hebert. Here it is again. Marshall, the great hustle, perfectly times his dive, and then sweeps it back to Hebert, who covers up. Excellent, excellent play. Now, just under 5 to go in the second. Conroy looking for Pierre Turgeon, backhander, and Hebert is right there again. 1:38 to go in the third. Make that into the third. Third period just underway. And watch Pierre Turgeon go to work behind his own net. He'll look for Dimitra, and why is he so open? His 4th goal of the year, 2nd on the team to McGinnis. Here's why he's open. Watch Ruchin and Haller both entrapped in those giant squares. They get out, but watch them both go towards Turgeon, right? Whoop! Perfect feed to Dimitra. He scores 2-0 St. Louis. Craig Hartsburg needs a goal. Finally gets one late third. Tomar Sandstrom, swish. It's 2-1. The Blues, it's now gone final, make it 3-1. Turgeon, an empty netter, just his 3rd goal of the season in 10 games. So the Blues are unbeaten and season, be 6th all-time in career goalie wins. First period, good start for Waugh. Watch Igor Korolev try to go low left. Patrick's pad stops it. Tough to beat Patrick on the ice. Checking. Dmitry Yushkevich. Milan Hedger drills him. Alexander Karpatsov. And just like Lindros and Dackel, Sean Donovan ducks his head and gets rammed into the boards. Then Jason Smith on Rene Corbet's grill. Cujo, 4-13 in 2 lifetime against Colorado/Quebec. Not very good, but good on this night. Drury, no. Corbet, no. Then Peter Forsberg to Valerie Kamensky. Kamensky all alone in front. Wow. Cujo stacks the pads. Perfect through 2. You know, he's also a owner of horse racers. Of horses. Not horse racers. No score in the 2nd. Look at the pass from Frederick Modine to Steve Sullivan. Beats Wall high. That's where you usually beat him. 1-0 leads. Later 2nd again. Forsberg, Kamensky. Maybe Steve Thomas got a piece of it right there. Bob Hartley not enjoying what he's seen. Still 2nd, still 1-0. Look how sloppy the Avs are. Not taking care of the puck. Steve Thomas, again, a slow glove from Patrick. It's 2-0 least. 3rd for Stevie. Having a great period, a great game. And look at this. Matt Sundin pokes that in under the crossbar. They reviewed it. It's okay. And Cujo, a shutout. 24 saves. 3 second period goals for the Leafs. Toronto 0 for 4 on the power play. They're now 4 for 60. That is indeed the worst in the NHL. Patrick Waugh 1-6-1. The Avs have given up 39 goals in 11 games, worst in the NHL. What has happened to Patty Waugh? Dating back to the last of the year, 301 of his career, got 300 the other night. 9th assist for Janney, 1-0 Tampa. Early 2nd, Brian Bellows. Looking to tie this thing at 1 and beat Darren Pupa. And he does both of those things. Right there. 369 in his career. He passes Patty LaFontaine, 34th all-time scoring list. 3-2 Lightning, 3rd period, 2-man advantage. And it's Wendell again. 2nd goal of the game, 8th of the year. His career high is 46. Take another look. Craig Janney occupying 2 Capital defenders, and that leaves Wendell all alone. Bellows and Juneau for the Caps. For Tampa, 2 for Clark. Nazarov, Kelly, and Langhow. The Caps outshot the Ning by a 2-1 margin. Goal scorer, and Tuesday night, ESPN cameras caught Neil Smith and Brian Burke talking possibly about Pavel Bure. The Canadiens need a goalie, and with Felix Potvin waiting to be moved in Toronto, if the Leafs don't directly trade the Cat to Montreal, which is unlikely, a 3-way deal is possible. Let's check out the Rangers and have both in last place. Mike Richter, Ranger of the Month for October. First period, Montreal on the rush. Zoltov, Corson. First of the year for Shane, 222 of his career. Later in the first, watch the effort by John McLean. Throws one on the net. Saved by Jose Theodore. McLean chases, fires. How did this puck get in? It's a 1-1 game. Here's how it went in. Theodore believes he has the puck. It looks like he lays an egg here. And then as he reaches around, he himself will poke the puck in. 1-1. Montreal, power play. Richter the save on Savage. Mark Recchi. No. What a great save there by Richter. Still on the power play. Richter. Save. And, oh, he'd like to have that one back. Recchi. 2-1 half. Second period. Todd, Harvey, Craig, Rivet. Oh, behave. Harvey throwing his weight around all night with his fist. Late second, New York, a golden opportunity. Wayne to, Graves. Pavel. The Rangers only muster 4 shots in the second. Third period, Rangers power play. Leach. It never gets through. New York 0 for 4 on the power play. Moments later, teams even strength. Habs. Peter Pavlovich loses the battle. Benoit Brunet The puck ends up on Ruchinski's stick, and Wayne and the Rangers lose. Pavel Bure, where are you? The Rangers have 18 goals in 12 games. Only the Caps are as inept. John McLean's 300. Always does. First period, no score. Panthers attack. Fitzpatrick stops Whitney. Cicerelli goes for the rebound, and Chelios goes off on Dino. Later in the first, still scoreless. Dave Gagne driving, fanning. Cicerelli once again knocked down. Second period, more rough stuff, and once again it's Chelios sucker punching Peter Worrell. 2 minutes for roughing. Panthers power play, Rob Niedermeyer. His shot saved, but Dino, 50th career goal against the Blackhawks. Looked like he almost got kicked in the face by the skate, but no, he's all right. 1-0 Panthers. Third period, same score. Schomburg really strong in net. 33 saves. Later in the third, we're tied at 1. Billy Lindsay! Yeah, baby! The girls say he's easy on the eyes. Panthers win 2-1. Chicago's fourth straight loss. The goal by Cicerelli, number 603, ties him with Mark Messier for 8th place all-time. The Blackhawks have now lost 4 straight. They've been outscored 15-5 during that streak. They're now 0 for 15 on the power play in 4 road games this season. American country against Canadian country. The red-hot Edmonton Oilers, the highest-scoring team in the league against Nashville, who is still without a road win in their young existence. Highlights are next.
Why settle for...
Scheduled GI gave them no special rations. 10 of their first 15 NHL games are on the road. Game number 10 is in Edmonton against the white-hot Oilers. And Billy Guerin, a POW in Jersey, has been given the 3 things that would improve any player's offensive numbers: ice time, power play time, and a system that says attack the opponent. Guerin, 9 goals, 7 on the power play, had a sore back in practice. Wasn't sure if he would go, but he did. Cliff Ronning, his Nashville debut, of course, they got him from the Yotes. First period, no score, Joseph Baranek. Look at this. Wrist shot me. He has 4 goals in 4 games. 1-0 Edmonton. Still in the first, Predators trying to apply the pressure. Bob Essenza is there. Comes up big twice. Barry Trotz, his team hanging tough. The reason why Mike Dunham, he's been the man all year long. The big save here on Mike Greer. Second period, as you're looking for some action, Nashville not presenting much of a challenge. Even Krasov, the harmless wrist shot from the point. And Tommy Fitzgerald, another long-range wrist shot. Most NHL goalies won't get beaten by those. Barry Trotz knows that. Finally, Bob Bugner's shot. He'll try a slapper, but it looks like he put everything on. It's an easy save. Third period, watch Kelly Buchberger. A nice sweep check here from his knee, and you want to see a major league slap shot. Look at this missile. Youch. 3-0 Edmonton as Dunham is beaten high by the Buchberger bullet. Preds never die. Andrew Brunette out in front spoils the shutout. It's 3-1 Oilers. Brunette the goal. Less than a minute to go now. Nashville wins the faceoff. Jamie Heward, nothing but net. It's a 3-2 game. 5 seconds left. The Preds pressuring. They had good pressure. However, time runs out. Barry Trott's club comes up a bit short. Oilers hold on to win. They've won 4 games in a row. Their 41 goals leads the NHL. Kovalenko, 10 points in 9 games. Of course, he's a free agent at the end of the year. Nashville still winless on the road. 0-4-1. Brian Marchment on hand, of course, physical game early. Matt Tkachuk hit by Patrick Marleau. Then Yuri Lettinen, oh, look out, door open, and Owen Nolan drills him. Then hip check me from Craig Ludwig. That's Dave Lowry going over the top. Sharks power play. Marleau from the point with a huge blast off the post in the goal. Third of the year, 1-0 San Jose. More Sharks. Sutter leads the rush, and he'll beat Eddie Belfour. You see, Patty Verbeek fell down there, his defensive responsibility. 2-0 Sharks. Dallas tries to answer. Langenbrunner with a nice pass to Marshall in alone, but Vernon is there to make the save on Marshall. Stars power play. Hall, one-timer. The laser stopped. 2-0 after 1. More Marchment issues. Langenbrunner drills Marchment with the door open. Watch, he'll go right to the dressing room. But he would return. It'd be okay. Marchment back and gets hit hard by Marshall to the boards. Good Shark defense. Vernon the first save on Nieuwendyk. Puck comes out to Marshall. And watch this great back check right there by Dave Lowry. Excellent work. Sharks on the move. Battle. Granato. The great pass to Friesen, who beats Balfour's second goal of the year, 3-0 San Jose. That was it for Balfour. The former Shark heads to the bench. Turek in. Sharks not done. Marchment keeps the puck in. Ricci past Turek, second of the season, and Eddie Balfour just sits and watches. Incredibly, the Sharks had 9 shots on goal. 9 shots on Ottawa lineup. Meanwhile, Jean-Sébastien Aubin getting the nod in goal for the Pens. First period, no score. Jaromir Jagr on the rush. Yzerman Titov stoned by Damian Rhodes. 18 saves on the night for Rhodes, and Titov left in awe. Later in the first, Sens on the power play. Vinny Prospal up to Chris Phillips, and check out the backhander right there. Beats Aubin. Third on the season for Phillips, and Tom Barrasso not impressed with that effort. Later in the first, more trouble for Aubin. Prospal banks it in off Yuri Slager. Prospal's second goal of the season, and Jacques Martin getting all the breaks. His Sens up 2-0. Second period, Martin Straka lights the lamp. His 4th on the season, 2-1 Ottawa. What happened here, Barry?
We're going to see Chris Phillips, who I think is a great young defenseman, had a great game up to now, comes across, plays the puck instead of the man, doesn't get either one, and the puck ends up in the net.
Later in the second, more from Jaromir Jagr, showing off his speed and agility, but shooting wide right there. Jagr held scoreless through 2. Still in the second, still 2-1. Straka, nice pass in front for Stu Barnes, but Rhodes with another big stop. And then the hit of the night, Barry.
Well, right here you're going to see Martins, a young guy that played here in Hartford a few years ago. He's really found a home in Ottawa, but he got caught with a penalty there for interference.
Third period, Pens on the power play. Pittsburgh with the top power play unit in the league, and Jagr leading the league in scoring and power play points, adding to those totals with his 5th goal of the season. 2-2 your score. Then, less than a minute later, Kip Miller hits the left post, and then Brad Wawrinka hits the right post. 2 of 22 shots on goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Third period, over 4 minutes left. Still 2-2. And Jan Hrdina with his first NHL goal. The Pens skate to a 4-2 victory. Hrdina's first NHL goal, and Jean-Sébastien Aubin's first win helps to give Kevin Constantine his 100th coaching victory. He's 100, 105, and 45 all time.
Titov, they traded Reggett and got German Titov. And this line tonight was fantastic, and this line has been carrying this team so far all year. We knew Jagr was going to score. He's the greatest offensive player in the game today. But everybody else on this line is now kicking. Lang there makes a great pass across to Jagr. They don't score in that situation. But the prettiest goal of the night right here, Jagr. Right here, you're going to give it to Titov. Lang gets on a forehand on the far side of the net and puts it in. So this line, 3 talented men, have really been clicking for this team and really carrying them right now.
Welcome back.
Right here, great hit by Yuskevich. They both go down, but Anson Carter was welcome back to the NHL very quickly. Raymond Bourque on a one-timer. You want to be a goalie? Bang, that'll leave a mark right there. Hits Cujo in the melon.
One of his 26 saves. That one the hard way. The Bruins strike first, and that's a good indicator for the Bees. We'll explain later. Samsonov and Kristich working it for Samsonov's 5th of the year, 1-0 Bees.
Very similar to Marcel Dion when he played. Really quick, really small, great side-to-side movement. Right here, he freezes Cujo on the post, and Cujo knows he's going there, but Cujo's not quick enough to get around. Great goal by Samsonov.
Things get worse for the Leafs. Dallas Eakins breaks his stick, but he keeps playing, and that's a no-no. The penalty. And then the Bruins on the power play. Dmitry Kristich, he scored his 100th career goal against Boston. His 200th career goal coming for Boston. That is 4th on the season, 2-0 Bees.
A little bit of luck here. He throws his net like he should, but he hits Smith in the arm and beats Cujo. Cujo thought the puck was going across the ice.
Later, Steve Heinz to the puck. He turns and blasts it right through Joe Thornton, and his 5th on the year puts Boston 3-0 in the lead, Barry.
Well, you know, we don't condone this, but when you got 2 tough guys like this, they played together for 2.5 years. Domi and Baumgartner going at it, left and a left and a left, and they're both going to the left.
Like a dog chasing its tail.
These are 2 tough individuals going at it right here, and they had a great talk in the penalty box when this fight was over. So this one I'll call a draw, but the second one, right here, you're going to see Baumgartner do his Ichabod Crane impersonation. Sweater goes over the head, doesn't know where he's at. I got to give Ty the edge in that one, but 2 tough characters.
Later, Leafs on the power play. They were 1 for 7 Thursday night, just 2 for 54 in their last 10 games. Derek King, though, lighting the lamp there, his 3rd on the year. Leafs down 3-1. Bees put it away. Boston with 4 goals Thursday night. After just 14 in their last 7 games, Darren Van Impe with his first on the season, and it's 4-1 Boston. Hey, do you remember your first goal?
However, I remember all my goals very distinctly. You're going to see right here a nice drop pass to Bure, who's following up the play. Great young defenseman, good size, good hands, picked the corner, great goal. Congratulations, Eric.
How many were there?
I think there was like 45 or 50.
Okay, we'll check on that. 10:30 left in the first. Mike Watt lights the lamp. Get it? Watt lights the lamp.
Well, I'll tell how the goal went in. Right here, great play by Gino Odjick to Belanger, 2 tough guys. Watt goes to the net like he should.
Still in the first, Isles with the 2-man advantage. Kenny Janssen shoots wide. Robert Reichel then back to Janssen, who fires and scores. Trevor Kidd giving up 3 goals on his first 8 shots.
The goal is not the pretty thing to happen to, but watch the composure of Johansson. You're going to see the 2 Carolina Hurricane players, Primo and Wesley, go down to block the shot. That means that everything on the ice is taken away. What does he do? A great slapper upstairs and beats Kidd's glove hand. Great goal there.
Hurricanes down 3-1 second period. Nelson Emerson leaving it for Gary Roberts. Nice pass to Jeff O'Neill in front. His first down of the season. Carolina down by just 1. 3 minutes into the third, same score, O'Neill. His second goal of the game, second of the season, and that ties it to 3, Barry.
Complete turning point in the game right here, because you're going to see the Islanders have a great chance. Robert Reichel there at the other end to put this game away. So what happens? Great breakout pass right there. O'Neill's got it. Now watch Roberts here. Great composure by Roberts. Fakes it, freezes a goaltender. O'Neill goes to net, can't be caught. Turning point in the game completely.
A minute 12 later, more from the Canes, and Mike Milbury would say after this one, we needed a tourniquet, and we couldn't find a Band-Aid. Mari Jelena fights off Rich Pilon for his second goal in the season, 4-3 Carolina, and then they get a little chippy.
Well, they needed a transfusion, not a tourniquet. Right here, Belanger's out. He's very angry with what's happening. Goes after Primo. Keith, I love you, but I got to give this one to Belanger. But as you see, temper's heated, but it's too late for the Islanders. Now, they should have done this with about 5 minutes left in the third period, not when the game was over.
And there's your final. Trevor Kidd with his first victory this season, helping the Hurricanes blow into sole possession of first place in the Southeast Division. The Carolina power outage continues, scoreless in the last 23 power play opportunities, but we're nitpicking, aren't we? After all, this is a team that scored 6 unanswered goals in this one. After the whistle, Nelson Emerson chipped in with a multi-point game, his second consecutive 2-point game. And Tommy Salo has 3 shutouts, but is 6-6-0, and when he loses, has a 3.53 goals against average. As seen earlier on the Deuce, Blues and Kings. Steve Duchesne and the Kings looking tonight to break their 2-game scoreless streak. Luc Robitaille throws the puck towards the net. Career goal number 483, Barry.
Well, when Luke's hot and playing well, he scores like this because he always has the puck in his hands and always going towards the net.
Later, Olli Jokinen. This stuff from the IHL to Robitaille, tipped by Glenn Murray, his third goal, 2-0 LA.
Again, Robitaille throws the net. Murray's in front of the net like he should. Looks like a good night for the Kings. Right here, McKenna, who is about 6'11", going against Tony Twist. Tony Twist is maybe the thickest guy in the NHL by far. His arms are bigger than most forwards.
Second period, Kings entering the game as the #1 penalty-killing unit, but Pavel Demitra in front wraps it in for his 5th, 2-1 LA. And then, Big Al McInnes, 93 career points in 93 games against the LA Kings.
Watch this play here. McInnes makes a good play at the point. He comes in. If he doesn't hit the goaltender, that's going to be a goal. He just shoots that so hard, and he puts it in the far post and tie game.
Third period, LA continuing to attack. Glenn Murray misses the net. Then later, Yannick Perreault can't bury the biscuit in front. And then the Kings still with one more chance. Vladimir Siplikov's wrister going wide, and Larry Robbins can only watch and wonder. 2-2 the final score, and both St. Louis goals coming on the power play. The Kings had allowed just 1 power play goal in their first 11 games. Al McInnes with 7 goals, that's tops among defensemen in the NHL, and the Blues are 5-0-2 in their last 7.
Let's start with Urban. Hurricane Archers has been a force for Carolina, entering Thursday with a goals against average of just 1.01. That's over a goal better than that of such standouts as Dominic Hasek and Martin Brodeur. Long live Bob Essenza. The Edmonton goaltender is hot. Essenza's goals against average this season is over a goal better than his lifetime average. With the league's best offense in front of him, expect the veteran netminder to rack up plenty of wins for Edmonton. Others to keep your eye on. How about Mark Fitzpatrick in Chicago? While Jeff...
Along the way to help you score out. So my pick is Eddie Belfour. Over the last 3 years, he's racked up 90 minutes in penalties to lead all other goaltenders in that category. If you can't get him, how about Hexy? In his 81 minutes are 1 major, 4 misconducts, or Patrick Waugh.
Jackson. Interestingly enough, Phil Jackson can...
Oh, what a save. What a save by Van Beesbrook.
That far behind Salmi.
Yeah, here's a centering pass. Oh, what a save. Down is Joseph. He robs Kaminsky. Holy Mackinac, what a save that was by the lead netminder. This should be a great game. The
ESPN Radio. In fact, listen to...
Greg Johnson hits the post. 1-0 Canucks after 1. Second period, still 1-0 Vancouver. Donald Brashear takes the shot from that angle and scores. That's Thomas Hakoun. Brashear's first of the season, 2-0 Nucks. Jan Volpat looking to make it 2-1. He does. Nothing but net. Third for Volpat. Nashville within 1. 2-1. Late second, still 2-1. Scott Walker tries to tie it. He goes down, and Jimmy Huscroft goes down. They get into it behind the cage. Walker receives 2 minors. Huscroft only 1. That means Canucks power play. As it expires, Adrian Aucoin's wrister deflects off defenseman Bob Brodeur and into the net. Aucoin's 5th of the season. 3-1 Canucks after 2. Early third. Preds power play. Here comes Mess. He has it. Second short-handed goal of the year makes it 4-1 Canucks. They go on to win. 57 short-handed goals in Messier's career, second among all active players. Game unbeaten streak. First period, Sharks power play. Marco Stern shot from point deflected past Grant Fuhr. Mike Ricci has the goal, and the Sharks lead 1-0. Take another look, and Grant Fuhr bending back awkwardly. This goal would be disallowed. And Fuhr will leave with a severe strain of his groin. Of course, as we know, a serious injury for goaltenders. He's replaced by Jerry McLennan. Still in the first, scoreless. Courtnall controls the puck. Perfect pass to Pierre Turgeon. Beats Mike Vernon. Fourth for Pierre. 1-0 Blues. Third period, still 1-0 Blues. Michel Picard off to a good start. And he'll beat Vernon with a nifty 2-0 Blues. Meanwhile, the Sharks try to get on the board, and they'll do it. Patrick Marleau. It's a goal. The Blues are still in control. They're unbeaten in their last 4. They're 22-5 in all. 22-5-0 all. There's 61 short-handed chances. It's a battle of special teams. The Stars are out in L.A. Opening face-off, and the Stars don't waste any time. It's not the number 1 line. It's not the number 2 line. The number 3 line gets on the board. Perkis, 8 seconds in. New Star record. The previous record was 10 seconds in. Now just under 5 to go in the first. Vladimir Siplikov has a goal. Second of the season. Past Eddie. We're tied at 1. LA 2-man advantage. Luke Robitaille now has 484 career goals. Ties him with Sittler. 30th all-time. Way to go, Luke. 2-1 Kings. Second period tied at 2 Stars power play. And Brett Hall denied by Manny Legacy, who played phenomenal for the Kings tonight. Brett can't believe it, but he would get a goal later on the power play unassisted. Meanwhile, Dallas in the power play again. Nieuwendyk can't get a handle. Now just under 12 to go in the second. Another Dallas power play. Modano, Hall denied again. He had 6 shots. Just that one went in. It's 2-2 now. Darian Hatcher, 10 seconds later after Hall just missed, he scores. His only shot of the game. It's 3-2 Dallas. 10.5 to go now. In the second, Dallas up 3-2, make it 4-2. Grant Marshall scores. Watch it again. Legacy gives up the rebound right there to Marshall on the Carbonneau shot. 1.5 to go now. Make that a minute and a half into the third. 4-2 Dallas. Glenn Murray, goal. 4th of the year. LA trails 4-3. Now, 5.5 to go in regulation. Same score, King power play. Steve Duchesne did have an assist in this game, but this year in 12 games, 1 goal, 1 assist for LA. So the Stars are unbeaten in their last 13 over LA. 7-0-6. Stars. Lindros, look out. Vlatko Varada gives his undercarriage to Lohazer's father. Later first, still no score. Zelapukin blows by Zhitnik. Stopped by Hasek. Brindamore goal. His first equal strength goal. The first 5 were on the power play. 1-0 Philly. Then 1-0. Check out Sillinger. Tries to center. Here comes Buffalo. Great pass, Pekka. That's Sanderson's 6th goal, but only one of his. is on the power play. 5 equal strength goals. You mentioned Desjardins just back, had an injured groin, hard to the boards, but he would be okay. Second period, 1-1. Here comes the Big E on the rush. Desjardins flips it up, and the Big E swats it out of the air, but clearly over the crossbar. Dan Murrelli says no goal. Now, just a minute later, Jeff Sanderson. Oh, damn, McGillis didn't play that too well. Zinger! Brian Holzinger, 50th career goal. He was born in Parma, Ohio. Holzinger's fourth, 2-1 Sabres. Late second, 2-1 Flyers power play. Check out John LeClaire. Strong. Going for his 4th straight 50-goal season. And now has 8. Bossy, the record, by the way, 9 straight 50-plus goal seasons. Third period, Hasek took over. Save on Desjardins. Stops LeClaire. Right there. Stops Brindamore. Stops the Big E. 34 saves. He's led the league 5 straight years in save percentage. The Big E loses his hat, and the Flyers don't win the game. 2-2. Flyers are winless in their last 5. The Sabres third now, and Marco Sturm is trying to tie this game. Great feed from Joe Murphy, and Marco has it. And in the third right now, the Sharks with a tie now. Andreas Johansson, yeah, baby. Ruger, baby. 3-2 Caps. Johansson 6. He leads the team. Sens now tie the game with David Oliver. Watch this. He'll chip the puck over only the goalie. 3-3. Oliver didn't play in the NHL last year. Now 1:27 later, Oliver again. The wraparound on Ole, who wasn't sharp. 4-3 Sens lead. They're not done yet. Alexei Yashin centering off Peter Bonder's blade. 4 unanswered goals in 8 minutes, 23 seconds. Sens lead 5-3. Kolzig out. Mike Rosati in. First NHL game. Kolzig 15 shots. He let 5 in. Capitals bounce back, however. Peter Bonder, second of the game. That cuts the Sens lead to 5-4. Still in the second period. 4-3 power play. Barrasso blasted by Tugnut. Caps for 2 for 3 in the power play. They tie the game 5-5. 7 goals scored in the second period of this game. Third period, Juno from Oates. Goal, second of the game. 6th of the season. He had 9 last year. 6-5 Cap. They try to make it 7-5, and they do. Mike Eagles, first of the year. And to complete the night, Peter Gunn surfing the net. www.11hattrickofhiscareer.com. 3 goals on 5 shots. Ole the goalie played like Ole the cannoli, but the Caps still win. They get 5 unanswered. Canada, his own clothing line. First period, Toronto leads 1-0. Todd Harvey, Mark Savard, Harvey danger. Number 4 for him, we're tied at 1. What a great line that was all night long. Second period, still 1-1. Toronto on the attack. Igor Korolev beats Mike Richter. Korolev's 4th release lead 2-1. 3 minutes later, Rangers power play. Gretzky, Graves, wrist shot, no. Raging against machine, Harvey Danger, his 2nd, 5th goal of the year. His career high is 11. Back come the Leafs, Sundin. Actually, it's Korolev. He had 2 shots on the night, 2 goals. Look how Matt Sundin clears space. Cross-checking Esta Taken, who would leave the game with a sprained ankle. New York would rally back. A minute left in the second. Savard, who had 4 assists. Adam Graves blasted. Graves had 2 goals on the night. Leafs lead down to 1. Third period, 4-3 Toronto. Rangers dump it in. Manny Malhotra scores. He likes it. His mom's likes it. We're tied at 4. Second of the year for Mammy. Meanwhile, less than 7 left. Game tied at 5. Steve Thomas tied the game at 5. And then Dmitry Yushkevich gives Toronto a 6-5 lead. Past Cloutier, who was in for Richter. Now, the Rangers pull their goalie. Craig McTavish says, get Wayne the puck and let Wayne hit the puck off the inner thigh of Curtis Joseph and score. And so Wayne does it, just like they drew it up. Game tied at 6. Has anybody scored more goals behind the goal line than Wayne Gretzky? Bank shot. We go to overtime, and Wayne, the beautiful feed to Popovich, who Popovic wide, just missing. That's how close, and check out the reaction from the bench. What Ed Robertson is to the bare naked ladies who are from outside Toronto, Wayne is to the Rangers. His goal salvages a 6-6 tie. Bruins first period, no score. Bruins key on Jaromir Jagr. Hal Gill. That was his job all game. Shadow Jaromir. Later in the first, Gill again. Jagr did get off 4 shots. The league's leading scorer. Frustrated, however. The other Bruins also checking hard. Marquis Mathieu drills Rob Brown. Second period, no score. Penguins looking to get on the ball. Jagr attacking the right side over to Robert Lang, but the shot is blocked by Jason Allison. Oh, what a beautiful play. Still 0-0. Third period, Penguins keeping the pressure on. Byron Defoe, though, is clutch and clutches everything in life. Pat Burns, just a pinch between your cheek and gum. Double bagel me. This is the 3rd goalless game of the year. There were 6 last year. This is the 4th tie for the Penguins. The Bruins had 18 shots, and Steve Hines and Ray Bourque had 9 of them. There have been 29 overtime games for the Islanders. Second period, Shane Corson connects with Mark Recchi. Swish. Second goal of the game, Montreal up 2-1. Third period, New York down 3-1, but Brian Barrasso from Woonsocket, Rhode Island cuts the lead to 1. Later, the Islanders try to even the score. Jose Theodore stops the puck by Joe Sacco, and then the rebound by Jason Daw. Open wide and save Daw. Montreal wins 2 for Recchi, 1 each for Corson and Brisebois. Berard and Lapointe for the Islanders. 4 power play goals. Power Montreal. They're now 5-5-2. This was Mark Recchi's 555th. Oh.
Minute and a half to go in the period. 1:14 to the power play. Chasing a drive. Save made. Rebound Roberts. Salo's got that one. And Salo holds on.
Larionov looks for Kozlov. Looks for Lapointe. Oh, stop by Reagan again. Oh, he's had 2 dandies here tonight.
Here's Sikora to the net. Backhand. Oh, what a save by Kurt McLean. Kurt McLean robbing Sikora.
Puck is knocked down by Stillman. Here's Clary, the steal. The save by Osgood. The rebound. Oh, the stop. Oh, what a save by Osgood.
Linden follows with Lapointe. Linden to Lapointe. Oh, and Kidd slid across to Rob Lapointe.
Now Anderson offers Samsonov. Hervey said no. Great save on Sergei Samsonov.
Hervey, fantastic again.
Another power play. Puck taken away. Tkachuk in front. And a shot save. Rolling was Legacy.
Belanger keeps the ledge moving. Belanger throws it in front. Smolinski robbed by Van Beesbrook.
Oh, what a save. What a save by Van Beesbrook.
That far behind Stallman.
Here's a centering pass. Oh, what a save. Down is Joseph. He robs Kaminsky. Holy Mackinac, what a save that was by the lead netminder.
Watch here. Oh, wow. And he was trying to explain to the official that I was only sweeping it on the backhand, but he's got to have control of his stick before that. Hey, Jimmy Waite's putting on a little bit of a clinic right here.
Is he ever?
And you can tell his confidence is just huge.
Just the 9th and 10th penalty minutes for Keith Tkachuk. Much more.
Man, there is not much room at all. Let her roll again then. Let her roll. Goaltender comes over. Oh, and he did get a blocker on that, didn't he? I thought at first it went wide. See how wide that ice surface is? When you can fire a cross-ice pass like that, it's going to break up the defensive squad. And there's the last save by Jimmy Waite, who's doing a real good job.
And Bonilla combined.
Jimmy Waite, 1-0 Coyotes. ESPN News Network.
He just made a nice leg save.
Great stuff. I know there's a lot of talk, Brett, on what happened and what was said. Hey, you're an innocent guy, aren't you, in the headlines that took place in the last couple of days?
You know what? I'm the first guy to admit when I deserve to get a lot of grief, but, you know.
Play. He has not given up a goal. Mike Modano from close range. Jamie Langenbrunner from the short side right there, and another rebound. Langenbrunner, another shot. And Jimmy Waite moving his feet awfully well. Very, very confident. Good posture. That was the last one-timer by Brett Hull. The last minute of the first period, and that is always very, very huge, because anytime the home team can score going in between periods, it's a big, big boost to the momentum. But the shots on goal, 14 on Jimmy. Tucker under the bar. That is great stuff. Jeremy Roenick makes a nifty play here, sees the open seam, And kids, when you make a pass like that, you headman the player. You put it in front of him. He skates right into it like that. Lume didn't have to stop. To the right of your screen, looks like Belfour's in good position. Goes through his arm from that angle. It looked like it went right through the arm. I thought the first angle showed it went high over the blocker. But Jyrki Lume, second goal of this, only the bottom part of the net. He's taken away the percentages like so many goaltenders do. Lettinen behind the net, a terrific heads-up play. Takes it on the wraparound. Looked like he tried to shoot it himself, but it went off his stick to Keane, and Keane was right there, able to fire it in on the goaltender right here. You see on the right side of your screen, stop it here. This is the key to the whole play. Reed nullifies what might be an odd man break. Now, what happens is the Dallas Stars, they nullify this chance by Tkachuk. They go down the other end and have an unbelievable scoring chance. Takes the puck on the half wall, fires it to the net. They've got traffic in front. Here's the save there on Nieuwendyk with the right arm. Another one right there. The puck is sprawling. He clears it himself, and then the Coyotes go down the other way. That is superb goaltending. Stand low through screens, and he's been fighting them off. And that was one of the few shots that the Dallas Stars tried to go high on Jimmy Waite. If you notice, so many of these shots, a large percentage of these shots, are down low along the ice, and that is
history. His 16th ties him to the Major League lead, and then...
Oh, wait. Kitty's not outside.
Man, what kind of jeans are those?
New Lee dungarees. Buddy Lee tested. Can't bust them.
Final, but on McGuire's homer, it took the card.
Game is won by Chicago. Circle this save. Again, Chicago turnover at the blue line. One-timer by Modine, and Hackett comes across and makes a great save. At the other end of the rink, the Cat, good agility. He's always been a goaltender that could move very well. Puck goes out to the slot to Amani. You're going to get a good view of Amani wiring it there like a goaltender sees. Cat was out in front, very aggressive. He gets a rebound, gets hooked. So this is a chance for Chicago to turn this game around.
That was the penalty there. Aikens 2 for high sticking at 8:15. Now we look at the Chicago Power.
They won a lot of physical battles. They did the little things like winning battles in that situation. Potvin made one great save, but he couldn't recover and stop that backhand by Danny Cleary. That arm movement just went underneath his arm and his body.
That blocker save was phenomenal, but Cleary is there. His
5-1.
A lot in the pass.
He didn't have to do it against a guy like Bob Probert, but that's just how Domi is. He's not going to miss a chance to dance.
Score that one for the guy in the white uniform.
I would have to give it the tie, yes.
Father. And then a fight. Johnson. Cote. And there's the check again. As both men exchange to the right. The Canes and Archers in San Jose taking on the Sharks. First period, no score. Mike Ricci gets the puck behind the net, fights off Keith Primo. Wrap around me and smile, Michael. 1-0 Sharks. Take another look. Spectacular individual effort. Sliding on his stomach, reaching around. Oh, my goodness, what a great goal. Maybe the best goal of his career. What do you think? 1-0 Sharks after this year. The Sabres have a 6-game unbeaten streak. The Capitals have been a mess all year. A rash of injuries has prevented any kind of cohesion, any kind of goal scoring. In just 2 of their 13 games, had they scored more than 2 goals. But they got 8 last time out against Ottawa. Could they continue? Hasek. By the way, Wayne Rollison, Buffalo's backup, hasn't seen any ice time yet. Early on, Ken Klee cannot clear, and Dixon Ward, unassisted, off the post and in. Almost a double poster, not quite. 1-0 Buffalo. Later first, still 1-0. Adam Oates, and look how aggressive Hasek is to the puck. One reason why he's so good. Another reason why, covers the ice well and quickly. Watch James Black go for the corner, but there's Hasek. Pad spread down quickly. 1-0 after one. Hasek with 9 saves. Dale Hunter not having a good year. 14 games, no points, and that. This is Jeff Sanderson. Later in the second, still 1-0 Sabres. Big crowd in front of Ole. In fact, there are 9 players within 10 feet of him. Caps do not clear, they do not cover. And Miro Shatan with the goal. Grosek the assist. That's Shatan's third. 2-0 Buffalo. Do the Caps get on the board? Double deflection. First Eagles end to Ruby, but Ruby was clearly in the crease. Blaine Angus goes upstairs. You see which coach likes it, which coach doesn't. Still third. 2-0, Joe Juneau. Hasek doesn't go for the fake. Another save that probably would have been wide there, but still an excellent effort by Hasek. The Caps won their home opener over Anaheim. Since then, they're 0-5-2 at home. The Sabres unbeaten in their last 7. The last time these two teams met in Buffalo. But A.J. Nacoin having a great year. Short-handed. 3-2 Vancouver. Time to make a goalie change. Tyler Moss in. Still 3-2 Vancouver second. Mattias Olin in. Out of the penalty box and into the net. 4-2 Vancouver in the third. Now it's 4-3. Jeff Shan's 2 goals for Calgary. Mark Messier has a goal in this game. Now 6:05 lifetime. 5 behind Bobby Hall for 7th. Steve Martins showing his black eye and scar. First period, no score. Alexei Yashin working hard. Throws the puck out front to McEachern, but Essens on the save. Physical game. Baranov crushing Magnus Arvidsson to the boards. Baranov boarding. The Sens, though, would not score on the power play. Second period, Andreas Johansson had a lot of chances. That's one, but Essens of the save. More Essens. Sens power play. Crossball behind the net to Johansson again. Can't quite find the net. Now, watch this scary moment. Check out Sean Brown. Watch him lose control of his stick here, disregarding his stick, and right to the face of Alfredsson. Could be a suspension there. Alfredsson left the game, didn't return. A cut inside his eye, they say. 4-minute minor for Brown. War goaltending. In alone. Marchand hits the crossbar. Over the crossbar, I should say. Still no score. Oilers passing. Roenick, Kovalenko. Kovalenko the shot, but Tugda is there. He's been very sharp. Finally, someone scores. Finally, Johansson. 7th goal of the year. Entering this year, he had 9 career goals in 95 games. 1-0 Sens. It looks good for Tugda. Oh, my goodness. 14 seconds ago, he gets beaten on that. Kovalenko, his 6th. We're tied at 1. In overtime, York, by accident, on his own net. Luckily, nothing happens out of that. So a good point for the Oilers on the road. It was their... We've been asleep for the last 6 games, going 0-4-2. The Flyers' big 3, Lindros, Leclerc, and Brindamore, have been solid. The rest of the squad, average. And how has Chris Gratton have no goals in 14 games? A couple of ex-coaches against their ex-teams. Roger Nielsen against the Panthers, Terry Murray against the Flyers. John Van Briesbroek early on against his former team, sharp. First on Peter Worrell, and then Johan Garpenloff to stop. Meanwhile, Eric Lindros laying down the law. More hard checks into the boards. Robert Spala ducking. Not a good move. Meanwhile, look at the great maneuvers by Mike Manelick. However, Kirk McLean stones him. Look at the great pair of hands. Shifting, but the stick on the ice is the difference. Second period, Panthers power play. Jovo to Whitney, the sweet pass to Parrish. Yeah, baby. Parrish makes it 1-0 FLA. Parrish not done. Watch Ron Niedermeyer win the battle with Jody Hall. He'll feed Parrish, who somehow gets this through to Beezer. It's 2-0 Panthers. Bobby Clark hoping Keith Jones gets here in a hurry. He was not dressed for this game. Third period, Flyers come back. Rod Brindamore wins the faceoff to Jody Hall to Peter Svoboda, who beats Kirk McLean. 2-1 Flyers, down by only 1. Late in the game, Panthers try to close it out. Peter Worrell and Beezer comes out, collides with Worrell. Gratton got an instigating fight. As a result, the Flyers are short-handed the rest of the way. Beezer would be okay. They had to pull their goalie just to get to equal strength, but they have a chance to tie it right there. But Leclerc, stoned by McLean, comes up huge. The Flyers bench is depressed. Panthers win. Terry Murray beats the team that fired him after he coached them to the finals 2 summers ago. Flyers win. Gino Odjick into the boards. No penalty on the play. First period, no score. Teddy Donato, paying dividends, skates around the Montreal net, centers the puck, Jason Dawes stopped, but Barry Richter knocks home the sweet backhanded rebound. His first of the year, 1-0 Islanders. Second period, same score. Mariusz Czerkawski, a healthy scratch the last time out because of the Donato trade. Islanders with some scoring depth, and a fire has been lit under his derriere. He scores first of the year. 2-0 Islanders. Now 3-0 Islanders after another Czerkawski goal. Tommy Salo stopped Patrice Brisebois on the doorstep. 21 saves for Salo. Third period, still 3-0. Brisebois tries to control the puck in front. Robert Reichel smacks it. Past Tebow. Isles up 4-0. Still third. Puck shot off the head of linesman Kevin Collins. Ducks out of the way. He has to laugh. With Don Koharski. The Islanders' goals, 2 from Poland's Czerkawski. 3 years later by beating Chicago in the last game ever played at Chicago Stadium. The NHL's goal this season was more goals, hence the rule changes. And while they have appeared to improve the flow, we're not back yet to the heyday of goal scoring of the 80s. But one team is close. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Only once have they been shut out. Only once have they had a shutout. If you like goals, then so far you can't do much better than a Maple Leaf game. Their games are averaging 6 goals a game. Only Oiler games had more entering Thursday night's play. Felix the Cat the start, Cujo the night off. 7:30 into the first. No score. Scramble in front, and who has Derek King? 240th career goal.
Rebound, Lindros couldn't get it much on the shot and rolled it in, and Richter covered it up. He and Al Center getting some help out deep here with shots being deflected all over the place. Langdon drops it, shot, save made, Gretzky. Gretzky goes behind the net. Wayne Gretzky centered in front, Driver shot, the save made. Bruce Driver snuck in. Everybody falling down behind the play. Here comes John Druce on Karen. Rolled it wide of the net. Rebound in front, Terry, and his shot, save Richter. Rebound came out to Langdon. 1-on-1 all over the place.
In the first period, watch the right hamstring. Richter is so well known for those splits. Remember, he injured himself a year ago at Christmas. Big save on Lindros. Great reaction down low. Then early in the second period as well, he'll come up with another great save again. That right leg split out. I'm telling you by now, guys, that right leg's got to be about 4 or 5 inches longer than the left one.
A charge, but it's a charge. He's going in on a loan because the Rangers were changing, and he turned the puck over. Breaking in Leclerc. Leclerc waiting. Leclerc to the other shot. Score! Philadelphia, 2-1.
This is a finesse. This is a power forward with a finesse move. A great stick move around Karpatsev and a perfect pass to the rookie Niinema for a Flyers lead. Man, oh man. Now, there's Wayne Gretzky after intercepting. Then he was intercepted. And he tried to hook Niinema back. He couldn't. And you know what? Karpatsev made a good play. He actually stretched out, and it looked for a moment as if he had it all taken away. John Leclerc uses the longest stick I've ever seen a forward use.
Philadelphia with the advantage. Leclerc right in front of the net. Leaf tried to block it. Leclerc tipped it up in the air. Save made by Richter, and then batted wide on the rebound. Ooh, just stood there in the air with the player staring at it. Even on the near side, set right up in front is Leclerc. He's right on the top of the crease, right in front of Richter. There's Lindros. Leclerc will come over to get it now. Nobody set up in front for the moment. His pass intercepted.
And get together. It has to be great. McGinnis has a long shot. You'll see it again coming from the point. Patrick has to make this save. He sees it. There's no screen. Beats him on the stick side. You got to make that save in the NHL, Patrick.
2-0 Islanders, and Leem comes out of his net, misplays the puck. This is a Penguin power play, and Randy Wood just misses the empty net. Otherwise, it would have looked a lot worse for Leem. Isles win 4-1. Leem has lost his last 5 decisions, goals against
Braves. Didn't think that puck was going to come back his way and was still down on the ice. That ended up right near his stick. Gretzky pushes it across ice to Leach. Leach in the middle, shot there. Save made by Gartz. No. Bill Berg, after the shot, runs into Terrien. Terrien knocks him down. And we'll see what comes of this from referee Den.
Up in the play, as Brian Engblom pointed out, he knows Win 2 so well, and Wayne Gretzky was there to take the feed, get the shot away. It was actually Paul Coffey that got him. I thought it was Terrien.
Brendamore clears it up, not out. Leach down on all fours, takes the shot, deflected right through the crease by Gretzky on the far side. Joe Lotto up and out. Wayne Gretzky right through the crease, but no goal. Power play is over. So Philadelphia, and they are 1 for 3 on the power play. Intercepted. Bure shot. Save. Snow. Rebound to Bure. Snow gets back up. Set off the back of the net.
Save on a clearing attempt at the blue line. Wayne Gretzky, after it kind of ricocheted to him, he had to hit his stick, and it went too far off his stick for him to reach it with a backhand, just out of his reach. And then Bill Berg with a good scoring chance. Look how aggressive Garth Snow is, though, right out of the top of his crease. I mean, that's typical of Garth Snow. You wouldn't expect him, if you watch the first period, to try and charge at Darren Langdon.
Philadelphia back in a 2-on-3. Brendamore moves to the middle. Leach got there to partially deflect it, set in wide. Philadelphia center. Brendamore! Save Richter! Twice!
Oh, Rod Brindamore can only shake his head. He scored one yesterday. Pat Falloon centered it when Rod Brindamore had a scoring chance. Tried to go short side on Mike Richter. Oh, Mike Richter's form was great. Down on his knees, but his stick was flat on the ice. He had his blocker up high, taking away the short side. There wasn't much to shoot at there.
For our 1-800-COLLECT, great save of the night. It's from the Vancouver-Anaheim game. Brett Hennigan hits the brakes, fires back to Martin Gelinas, his shot. And Pavel Bure directs it, but not by Guy Hebert, keeping it 2-2 in the third.
Tight there, and tight now for Eric Lindros. Colin
stood up by Terry. Terry takes him out of the play. Falloon and Gretzky. Gretzky's got it. Dropped it in. Driver! Deflected and went wide. Driver centering pass in front. Gretzky couldn't get a stick on it. Gretzky picks it up on the near side. Dumps it off. Driver's got to race over as he moved to the middle. Driver able to hold it in, paid for it as he got hit. Puck comes back to the near side point. Leach. Leach, great move. Leach gets in. Brian Leach looking shot. Save Snow. Great effort by Brian Leach. But Garth Snow denied the tying goal.
Hardly any work for Garth Snow, but man, oh man, did he... Well, this play we're going to show you by Garth Snow is more of a decision than it is a save. He made a quick decision right here, watch, to jump and actually get to the puck before Wayne Gretzky could, but the second one that he made on Brian Leach was in fact a save, and a very good one to keep this a 2-1 Flyers advantage.
Snow is not lost since November. Langdon again. Langdon, Desjardins, Zubras, all there. Centered. Saved by Snow. Puck was deflected in, and then Snow dumps his man in front, Nielsen. Nielsen ended up in the crease with Snow. Snow wouldn't let him go. Put the stick between his legs.
By Garth Snow, but the Rangers with only 14 shots now and a goal down, yet drifted to the front of the net any way you can if you've got a bunch of traffic there.
That close.
A 12-game unbeaten streak was 1981. Shooting for that tonight at home against the Boston Bruins. Teddy Nolan and his Northeast Division leading Sabres. Everybody loves them. Hey, Matthew Barnaby had a really good game. Behind the net, picking Bill Ranford's pocket, and Michael Grosek put the Sabres up 1-0. Bruins are frustrated. Sandy Moger takes it out on Dixon Ward. Then, Barry's favorite NHL player.
Speaking of Matthew Barnaby, 1 goal, 2 assists, 1 fight, 4 pussy matches. What a night for this guy.
The Sabres led 4-1 at that point. 5-1 is your final score. Adam Oates' point-scoring streak is over at 20 games now. And again, 12-game unbeaten streak for the Buffalo Sabres. Vancouver and Anaheim. Back behind the net, Alexander Mogilny off the screen and scramble in front. And who's there? Mike Ridley for the goal. That would tie it at 2-2. And then off the face-off, Selanne off the Ruchin face-off. That would make it 3-2 in favor of the Ducks. Kevin Todd has now just scored for Anaheim, so make it 4-2. The Mighty Ducks with a late third-period explosion. And they have 2:12 left. And if we can update it before we take it to SportsCenter in 4 minutes, we will, Bear.
Can you believe that if the Ducks win, they move ahead of the Canucks? Canucks go to 9th spot with that talented lineup, Linden, Mogilny.
Goals. He got the sneak a little look at that last one. He's on to an empty net. They just recounted his first, his 200th, his 400th, and his 600th. And they have paid tribute to him here on the big center ice message board. And he did sneak a little look, but that was about all. Very modest man for all his accomplishments.
You know, Mike, his 600th was scored against Vancouver into an empty net, and the plate.
He hammers it home. But was Konowalchuk in the crease? That's the question we had to answer. The answer came. The goal counts. It's 2-1 Washington. More Caps now. Jason Allison centers to Carter, and Carter fires in his second of the night. 3-1 Capitals after 2, but they blew it. 3-2 Caps right now. Steve Stais showing the sweet moves. Slides in under Jim Carey. Tied at 3, going overtime. In OT, the Caps pressing. Peter Bondra is in front. Does he get it in? No. Bill ran for covers. He had 42 saves, and the game ends tied 3-3. Nobody a winner tonight. Boston avoids losing all 7 road games, but they are 0-8-2 in their last 10. Washington outshot Boston 45-26, but still gave up 2 goals in the last period to earn just 1 point.
How tough are
words to get Ray Bourque going?
Let's play hockey.
Here's Ray Bourque with a shot. He scores! Ray Bourque! Ray Bourque scores the power play goal.
Ray Bourque is synonymous with the Boston Bruins. In his 18th year with the club, Bourque broke the franchise scoring record with a goal against Tampa Bay on February 1st. Despite his accomplishments, Ray hasn't always received the recognition due an athlete of his stature.
I'm a quiet guy that doesn't really want to be bothered, just want to do my job and have fun doing it, and I'm not looking for the recognition in terms of press and papers and TV and all that kind of stuff. As long as my teammates respect me and realize what I try to do every night, that's as far as it goes with me.
What Ray tries to do every night is win games. Armed with the most accurate shot in hockey, Bourque is one of the most prolific defensemen in NHL history. But it is defensively that Bourque has truly excelled. Not a big hitter, Ray relies on quick hands and intelligent positioning to deny his man. He's been stopping the top first-line forwards in the league since 1979. During Ray's lengthy tenure in Beantown, there have been 244 different teammates and 9 different coaches. There have been 18 All-Star appearances, 5 Norris trophies, a Calder trophy, and an All-Star Game MVP, but 0 Stanley Cups.
If it all ends with me not winning one, obviously it'd be a big void, but what it would mean in terms of me going on with my life and just enjoying it, I don't think it'll affect it very much.
Should Ray Bourque fail to win a Stanley Cup, his impact on hockey will not be diminished. He has inspired a new generation of Bruins fans and represented the sport with remarkable dignity. His departure will be a sad day for the city of Boston.
You, the fans, we've had a great relationship. Thank you so much. It's been so much fun.
Ray Bourque will always be one to watch.
Inflation's something to watch for, and we hope you did over on ESPN2. And then you would have seen Chris Osgood take a shot at Keith Tkachuk. No penalty, by the way. Wings down 1-0 on the power play. Brendan Shanahan, what a play while going down to Darren McCarty. Game tied at 1. Normally it's Shanny who does the one-timer like he does there. His 39th. Coyote power play. Igor Korolev robbed by Chris Osgood. Check it out again. Korolev just robbed. Second period, Coyotes down 4-1. Great move, Jeremy Roenick. His 18th by Nicholas Lidstrom. He beat him on the defense. Coyotes 5-on-3. Roenick, not so great that time. Same 5-on-3. Roenick, same problem. JR, get a new stick. And then the Coyotes show some frustration. Keith Tkachuk, he shot on Kirk Maltby. Will continue to argue and then be thrown down to the ice by the linesman who pick up a 10-minute misconduct, and he could be hearing from Brian Burke. Third period, Red Wings up 4-3. Shanahan the steal, backhand forehand, and his 40th goal of the season for Shanny, and the Wings win 5-3. He got a pair.
Up it in. Here's Guzerov. He's run down Reed, trying to center. Was there. Broughton a shot. He scores. Neil Broughton got the rebound, and he makes it 1-0 Dallas.
What a great picked him up. The Kings put him on waivers just about 3 weeks ago, and Broughton came over, and he has really solidified this hockey club with one more experienced player. And you know, John, it's interesting. A couple of seasons ago, Broughton was in Dallas. They let him go to the New Jersey Devils. He was a huge part of the Devils winning the Stanley Cup. And that obviously the Stars are hoping that Broughton can come back and bring a little bit of that. It was a fabulous time.
What a move by Denmark!
better one-on move down the left side. On his off wings, he cuts it. He has such deceptive speed, and he's able to bring that puck to his forehand. And on that play, Hatcher came up, tried to just sort of set himself and turn, and fell. And that led to this rush by the Avalanche. It was a great play, nice save by Moog, but it was set up by Hatcher falling at the other end. Jones, who leads the Avalanche in power play goals with 11, is just snuffed by Moog right there.
It's the other way, Neil Broughton. He has their goal for Bill Heward. In front, look out here. They score! Zubov from the slot, and Dallas has taken a 2-1 lead.
Tremendous offensive talent. Oh, you know what? That's interesting play. Look where Verbeke is in behind. Zubov, great shot. Well, Zubov is the kind of guy that, you know, he's put up great numbers in the past. And
Dick, give it up back of the goal. Langenbrunner centers it back on the line now. Kept in. They score! Oh, Sador! A long shot. Top corner, and Dallas with a 3-1 lead.
Well, Sador makes a great shot, but he made a great play in the net because there's so much traffic in front. He loses sight of the puck right now. He's on his way down. Didn't see it. Top shelf. 3-1 lead Dallas.
Sador gets his 5th of the year. By 2. Here's Sakic. In for Deadmarsh to Sakic. The drive. And Moog got a glove on it. And a pop behind him and wide. Oh, Sakic came close. Now Lynch into Deadmarsh. Lets it go. And a save by Mogilny with the pad. This time on Deadmarsh. Nav's trying to dig it free. Trying to get back in the game. They're down by 2. Lefebvre shot. Now Deadmarsh after it. To Sakic. And he can't get a shot. And Moog will swap out. And hang.
Using that speed, going to the outside, just drops it in behind. The defenseman had to respect the speed by Deadmarsh.